Sports 1140.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Well, good morning.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, it's Thursday.
Already? Can you believe?
No. You know what tomorrow is?
What?
Friday.
Hey, I like that. Spelled with a PH.
Friday. Coming up later, Mount PH more. Words that start or things that start with a PH.
Phil.
Phil? Oh. Phil? Yeah. Oh, Phil. Sorry, dude. I was like, for some reason I was stuck on double L, and I'm like, Phil, like Phil the hole? Hello.
Mickelson.
Yeah, no, for sure. Mount Fillmore. Donahue.
I thought we were doing PH.
Oh, good point. Okay.
Things that you said start. Or
Yeah.
I'm going with Phil and Graph.
Graph doesn't start with a PH.
You said start or ends with
Oh, I did say ends? Okay. Sorry. Hey, good morning.
You good?
Phlegm.
Okay, weirdo. Party of one.
Pharrell. The singer. No?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dolph. Lundgren.
Dolphin.
Dolphin. That doesn't end with a PH, though.
Oh, you're right. It's in the middle.
Yeah. I'd say middle. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I had a weird thing last night. I woke up, and I was ready. Man, I woke up this morning. I was ready to go. Actually felt really good. Not still got the back thing, but sleep-wise, woke right up. Sat up, looked over. It was 12:51.
Yeah.
And then I noticed outside the door was a little bit of a glow. And I opened my door and I saw my son's light was on. Now he'll often fall asleep he'll fall asleep reading a book or something, light on. So I go in to turn the light off.
West Wing.
Yeah, he's
Dork.
He's sitting at his desk, doing English homework.
Dork.
I'm like, dude, it's 1 a.m. What are you doing? Oh, I got fished by English. But it's 1 a.m.
You speak English.
Right.
I was left in the parking lot a couple nights ago.
I know. Yeah, we had a good talk about that yesterday. He was predictably like, it's fine. I mean, I got home. It's okay. I was like, all right, dude.
Did you have to do that? No, it's not fine.
Yes.
My aunt's reliable.
So we ran through like this whole checklist of things to do in the future if that ever happens again. We talked about stepping up, getting his driver's license. So he and his mother made an appointment, I think, for next week to get his official permit. He finished
Step your game up.
So basically he had a game. His mother had a game first, then he had a game, both at the same school. And then by the time he got home like 10:15. And then it's like, come on, man. Kid's going to be tired today. And he's got practice tonight. So, but they're off on that.
He'll be getting out about 2 a.m.
Getting out what?
Getting out of practice?
Yeah, seriously. It's ridiculous, dude.
No days off.
I said, why are your practices so late, dude? He said, well, because the other two teams have to practice before us. And they only have like the one. They're not like a big enough gym to where they can have multiple practices. One practice only. One ping only facility. You guys don't get that reference.
They can't rent a basketball space?
Come on, man. Sometimes they do, actually. They go to a place called, God, I forget what it's called, in Rockland. They go to a different place sometimes. Sometimes they can't practice.
Sounds like a cash grab.
Cash grab.
We only had one gym and we had to practice outside.
Just saying, man.
Gotta want it.
Something's goofy. Something's goofy over there. I don't understand, but nobody tells me nothing. So did that. Also, speaking of parenting, I got a text when I woke up. The first time I woke up this morning, this is where my daughter is incredibly intelligent and sneaky. So we have our own text with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the family text where it's just the four of us. And then there's the one we use mostly, which is the extended family text, which is my sister and brother-in-law down in L.A. That's the main text that we all communicate with each other on for her exploits.
Okay.
Which was actually really cool. She's doing her second little mini doc, and the guy she's interviewing is the animator.
George Lucas?
Almost. I mean, not almost, but he's the guy that did all the animation for Who Framed Roger Rabbit and did a bunch of Looney Tunes stuff. I paid my taxes. And it was so cool because she's got a partner on it. It's her and another student, and the guy in her student sketchbook, she was smart enough to ask, not my daughter. He drew a Roger Rabbit and then signed his name. I was like, you got to get that. You got to get one of them. How cool would that be?
Cool.
Very cool. So, anyways, I get the text this morning, and it's to the family text. This is important, not to the just she and I text. Oh my God, I messed up big time. If I can't be back for rehearsal next Friday, meaning the Friday after Thanksgiving, I won't be able to go to the UCLA game, or I won't be able to play. I'm assuming it's the UCLA game on Saturday. Rehearsals from 4 to 8 p.m. and my flight arrives at 4:50 p.m. Now, a little background. I had to chase her around, and then finally I had to tell her, I don't want to hear from you. I literally don't want to hear a word out of you until those words are, this is when you can fly me up and back. Because I've been asking you for a week. I'm trying to pay to fly you up and back like your little assistant, which is what I am. And it's taken me a week to get this out of you, but you have no problems telling me about, the food you got in the, commissary or whatever the hell it is. So I don't want, and then magically 10 minutes later, she texts me and she's like, okay, I can leave by this and I have to be back by this. Okay, cool. Are you sure? Yes. Are you positive? Because once I buy these, you're screwed. You're in. That's it. Yes. That was like 2.5 weeks ago. So I bought her tickets. Now, it's early enough. Here's my strategy. This is how I'm going to parent this one. Okay, because I thought about it. It kept me up a little bit longer because I was pissed. So last night I went on the Southwest website. I had to pay $18, but I was able to move her flight back. So now she'll fly out at 8:20 in the morning and arrive at 9:40. She'll be fine. Okay. But I'm going to text her, and I'm also going to text my wife and my sister, who are the two that will freak out about this. I'm going to say, guys, I switched your flight, but I need you to keep that between us. And I'm going to tell Avery, I'm going to say, sorry, yeah, you can't switch it. Sorry, can't do it. Sorry. And she's going to flip out, and I'm going to let her flip out. And I'm going to take it all the way to the point where she says, well, then I have to tell my conductor or whatever the hell you call him. I need her. I was trying to figure out a way to make her feel some pain out of this. So I think I'm just going to freak her out for a while. Now there are some out there that might argue you shouldn't switch her flight. I can't. I mean, it's UCLA. And it's not just that. It's letting down her fellow students, and I don't want to punish them for her stupidity. But
so what time's she coming in Wednesday? So she's Wednesday to Friday morning.
Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Did I say Wednesday? Sorry.
No, I didn't know.
Tuesday. She comes in Tuesday. I think she lands around 10:30 in the morning. And then she'll leave Friday morning. So we'll get her 3 days, a little under 3 days. That's fine. It helps because she's coming back like December 11th. She's coming back for a month for Christmas break. Allegedly, till she texts me that, she's got...
Traveling with band with basketball.
Uh-huh. So anyways...
How bad would you freak out if you say like, hey, sorry, can't can't do it.
And
And then you don't get a text for a while. And she's like, okay, we're good. I just told them I can't do it.
Or she says, I'm just going to stay.
I'm just going to stay.
Well, that's not an option. The second part. Yeah, I would feel a little bit bad if that happened. That it will not happen. I can promise you that will not happen. She will not text and then just do the thing on her own. It would be initial freak out, secondary freak out, tertiary freak out, and then extensive conversations on what the email should be to her band leader to explain the whole thing as in major protest. She's going to ask for counsel on all this stuff. So there's, I know I might sound a little too, it's just her way. There's no chance of her going off on her own, and not at this point. So, yeah. Remember when Sandra brought Alvin home for the first time on Thanksgiving? I do, as a matter of fact. That's from the text line.
Cosby
or
Show?
Chat line. Yeah, Cosby Show. Remember that. Did you see the thing where the guy who played Elvin in Cosby Show, like, and he what was this story, man? Like, he was super poor or something, and somebody found him, and I think he was working at a Home Depot or something to try to make ends meet.
Before or after?
No, after.
Oh.
After. This was just, I want to say this was just like sometime in the last 10 years.
Okay.
And somebody found him at like Home Depot or whatever and found out he wasn't. Jeffrey Owens is his name. Yeah, here's the story. This was 2018, August 31st. Cosby Show actor Jeffrey Owens spotted bagging groceries at a New York Trader Joe's. But then it ended up being a really cool story because it blew up, and then like people started making fun of him or something, and then somebody ended up interviewing.
Wow, that's really cool. Jeez.
No, ding,
Cool
ding.
story.
Then like somebody ended up interviewing him, and he was like incredibly normal and humble. It's just like, yeah, it didn't work out in acting. I'm just doing the best I can. If people want to make fun of me, I'm paraphrasing. And then everybody was like, oh my God, everybody is an a-hole here. And then I think he got a couple of acting jobs out of it. I might be getting some of this wrong, but got a couple of acting jobs, got a bunch of money that people raised for him. So that's the part that ended up being cool. So yeah.
Just gave him money.
Well, I think it was like a GoFundMe or something. He's Elvin.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I don't know why, but I saw a clip the other day, speaking of Cosby Show, of when Theo didn't have enough money to buy this shirt he loved, and Denise made it for him, and it was not anything like it was the ugliest shirt.
I remember
ever.
that episode.
Yeah, he was very, very angry. And Vanessa was trying to calm him down. That just made him angrier.
Yeah.
So weird the life we live in. That who would have thought now back then, the whole Cosby thing, obviously. That was such a great that show was everything in the 80s. God.
I loved it. Appointment TV, must-see TV.
Every week. Yeah. Every Thursday at 8 p.m. And into what, and obviously biased, but into the block I still believe is the greatest block of television ever. 8 p.m. Thursday Cosby Show. 8:30 Family Ties. 9 p.m. Cheers. 9:30 Night Court. 10 p.m. L.A. Law. And then eventually, some of those would adjust. It would be Frasier or Seinfeld. I think L.A. Law's time slot switched to, that was what? I think it was St. Elsewhere and then L.A. Law. And then L.A. Law eventually switched to ER, I think, at that 10 p.m. slot. But you had, come on, just banger after banger. And arguably, I'm using massive air quotes here, the worst show of the four was Night Court. Mm-hmm. And Night Court was just, I loved Night Court.
L.A. Law always seemed, to me, when I was a kid, was either too late or too serious or both for me.
It was both.
It's in probably bedtime here.
Of the first lineup you said, I think I've seen a combined 6 episodes.
Of all of those shows?
Of all of them.
Wow.
Probably the Cosby the most. Mm-hmm. Or Cheers.
I would think so. It's funny the way things work because the way I hope this isn't too loud here. Let me see. There you go. Oh, I do? No, I know. Yeah, okay. I do not have control of the sound. L.A. Law. And I had an early crush on Susan Day. Harry Hamlin in there, young Corbin Burnson. Blair Underwood. I always thought we'd get more out of Blair Underwood. I really did, even as a young kid. And then Jimmy Smits. Well, so fun fact, there's actually 2 actors in this show, regulars, that ended up working together for a couple of years on a show on NBC that ended up being an even better show than this one, which is called The West Wing.
I think you're thinking of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Nope.
Which Jimmy Smits was the dad of Amy Santiago.
Nobody cares. Jimmy Smits was on West Wing towards the last couple seasons. He ended up winning the presidency when Bartlett was done. And then John Spencer, the late John Spencer, who played Tommy in L.A. Law, ended up being Chief of Staff Leo McGarry. Hey, Michelle.
He was also the head of the FBI in the movie The Rock.
Jimmy Smits?
No, the other guy.
Was John Spencer?
Yeah.
Was he?
Uh-huh.
I didn't remember that. Anyways,
we locked him up and threw away the key for 30 years.
He was a wonderful actor. He really was. And it's so weird because his character on West Wing was already going to die anyways, and then he died in real life.
Wait, I thought that he was just going to have a heart attack and come back.
No,
but then he actually had a heart attack.
He did have a heart. No, look, even me being a West Wing honk can admit, this is one of the stupidest plot lines ever. His character, Leo McGarry in the West Wing, has a heart attack. John Spencer did not. In the show, the chief of staff has a heart attack. He has to give up his chief of staff position to C.J. Craig, played by Allison Janney, which of course you're going to have the press secretary become the chief of staff. Anyways, he's like on his deathbed. There's months of recovery. The whole point is like he goes from like barely being able to eat and move to like shuffling around. And then a season later, he's the surprise pick at the end of the year to do a full national campaign as the vice presidential candidate with Jimmy Smits' character, which shockingly leads to him having another heart attack and dying on the show. Who would have called that? Nobody.
That's dumber than the president stepping down and giving the Republicans the presidency.
Yeah, that storyline.
Or picking two judges and saying, "Hey, opponents, you pick one."
That storyline both those storylines get the occasional criticism. I'll help you out on this one. So, the president's daughter is kidnapped. They use they don't want to go after any real Middle Eastern countries, so they make one up to not offend people, which didn't work, called Kumar. So these Kumari agents kidnap Zoe Bartlett, the president's daughter. Now,
Harold was the real power behind it.
Did they hire Liam Neeson?
So yes, certain set of skills. Mm-hmm. So during this 2-3, this is a season finale into the next year. So during this whole thing that's going on, the vice president had just resigned because of a sex scandal. So they had not found their vice president yet. Then this happens. There's no vice president to take over, because Bartlett has to recuse himself. He invokes the 21st Amendment because he can't think straight. His daughter's just gotten kidnapped. How is he going to make a decision whether or not to bomb this guy? Or what if they say, hey, release these 700 prisoners or we're going to your daughter, So he does the right thing, okay? Right. What do they call it? It was the ordinary act. It was an extraordinary act of constitutional valor, but a very ordinary act of a concerned father, I think is how they phrased it. So he steps aside. The problem is there's no vice president. The next in line is the Speaker of the House. Speaker of the House,
John Goodman.
No, yeah, but his name was Walken, not Christopher, but Glenn Allen Walken in the show, played by John Goodman, and especially like at the peak of his curviness. John Goodman, who famously, I say, once said, everybody has that vice presidential search coming. Well, we're on, in case you haven't noticed, I'm a bacon double cheeseburger away from being dead, so if you can move that along, that'd be great. And he had like a little dog that he'd bring into the Oval Office that peed on everything. Anyway, so people say, well, that would never happen. And you're right, it would probably never happen, but, you can get why it would happen. What was the other one you said? Supreme Court Justice died. They've been trying to get the Chief Justice to step away it's been an ongoing storyline. This guy is literally writing decisions in like ancient prose, and like he wanted to, he once had a thing where he wanted to bring back the white wigs. You know, he's gone around the bend, but he was brilliant in his day. And one time, you know, the president is not supposed to do this. It's, you know, can we get you out of here? He's like, who are you going to replace me with? Some middle of the ground. Nobody. There's no liberal lions anymore. Conservative lions. You're going to replace with some ding dong. You find me somebody like me, and I'll step down. So then a chief or a regular justice dies, and they go, oh, wait a minute. And Josh Lyman, the deputy chief of staff, he was looking at one of those tins of popcorn that his assistant got from her parents for Christmas. It was around Christmas time. And his assistant, Donna, was talking about how one of their cats once died, and it was her mother's favorite cat, I think. And the dad went and got another cat that just looked like it, and they did a little switcheroo. And when she said switcheroo, he goes, oh, my God. So what he did is there was a first ever female Chief Justice played by Glenn Close that he wanted to bring in to replace the other Chief Justice, but there's no way it would get approved by the Republicans. So he said, pick whoever you want. Pick the most conservative, whoever you want. You guys pick one, we pick one. We get rid of the Chief Justice who's too old, and it did. And then Glenn Close, she becomes the Chief Justice, to which I think she still is today, 25 years later. How about that in the West Wing world? Any other questions? No?
Dave, would you believe that at this time Aaron Sorkin had a problem with cocaine?
No. Although, to be fair, both of those stories, Aaron Sorkin was coked out and wrote the Zoe Bartlett kidnapping story, but I believe he left with that unfulfilled, and everything after that, until it's rumored he got involved in a couple of the final season episodes, but everything else was John Wells and the rest of those dingleberries. So, yeah, I wasn't Sorkin, man, but yeah, he had a big cocaine problem.
Does sound like a great show.
It is. You know what?
Veep is more realistic.
It is not. Speaking of TV shows, as we glide towards a break, and good morning, everybody. I was wondering, this is a theme to a show. Well, I don't know with Chris, whatever, but you and I have seen many, many episodes, and I would say 95% of the audience has seen many, many episodes. This is the original theme of this show, and I want to see how long it will take you to guess what show I'm playing. And by playing, I mean unmuting and playing. Here we go. I didn't know this before yesterday.
In tropical sea is a tropic
I saw this.
port. Vacation fun is the favorite sport. This is the place where the tourists flock.
Play along at home.
Renting the boats at the busy dock. Two secretaries from USA sail on a Mino this lovely day. A high school teacher is next aboard, all taking trips that they cannot afford.
Heavy clue
the
already.
next two people are millionaires. They got no worries, they got
You're
no
nodding your
cares.
head, Jason
They
Ross. Do you have a guess?
Was it a 3-hour tour?
It was, in fact, a 3-hour tour. Fun fact here. This was the original theme to Gilligan's Island. Sherwood Schwartz, who was the producer of this program, you may remember him from Brady Bunch. I mean, the guy was a king. He commissioned a young composer to put together the original theme song. This was the result.
The weather is clear? I think it is not. Tourists come, tourists
By the way,
go.
this feels weirdly
Tourists
racist. I don't know why, but
to and
anyways.
fro. The captain is
He
brave,
commissioned
he's
a young
Caramba. What a storm.
a young composer.
Captain is brave, he's a
Composer, I can't talk while that guy's going. The original composer puts all this together, presents it to Sherwood Schwartz. Schwartz apparently freaks out. It's like, this sucks. You're fired. Get out of here. And he goes and gets somebody else to write the theme song, which we all know now at Gilligan's Island. That young composer who was just starting out in the world, who was fired, went on to compose the themes to E.T., Superman, Star Wars, Harry Potter. Yes, the greatest composer of all time, John Williams, was the original composer.
I know you like Harry Potter.
Of the original.
That was not him singing.
That was not him singing. No. That That was not him singing.
I had not heard that before.
Wow.
Gilligan helps him all that he can. The wheel she break and lose all control. SS me not do the rock and roll.
But I gotta say, it kind of fits the show.
Where is he me no upon?
Like the loose, zany hijinks that happen.
Of Gilligan and the skipper and the millionaire and Mrs. Millionaire and the other tourists on Gilligan's Isle.
See, I would say, to your point, I think had that stuck, we would all be singing along to it by now. Like it would be like, oh, and then I'd be like, oh, hey, I found this other alternate one,
right?
And I'd play it, and we'd be saying the same. Well, you know what? That's pretty good. I mean, I could never replace this one.
Yeah.
That being said, I think the one they replaced it with is pretty good. Mm-hmm. We'll take a break when we come back. No?
I like the
this
new one.
You like this one?
The new one.
As we break, Chris, you are in management, and just want any things you want to add from yesterday's meeting we had with the bosses?
I think everything was good.
Also, I have received my invite. I received it yesterday at about 5:15 p.m. to my bonding lunch.
Oh, you did? For real?
Mm-hmm. I did. Would you like to know who I'm going to be bonding with?
Sure.
Well, I can tell you Bill Louie, our lovely sales head, is going to be there.
I think this is like his third.
Is it his third, really?
I think so. I know he's at least had one.
And by the way, I thought these were here. We're going off-site. Did you guys all do that?
You're supposed to do that. We had such a weird schedule that we had to do it here.
I was off-site.
I forget. I don't have the invite anymore, but I forget who all the people that it's like 7 of us, but it's 2 of them are Bill Louie and our VP of programming, Chad Roofer.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Isn't this like his? Weren't you with him, Jason?
I was.
Were you?
I think he said he had 2. So that's
I got you.
How did you? Yeah, I think you're in the management one.
I think I am.
No, I don't think. Why do you say that?
Well, because I got both of them.
Because the managers are supposed to have a couple.
I think there's usually 2 managers, and then they're trying to grab from different. You'll probably someone from promotion, someone from sales.
Bill made it sound optional.
Maybe
well,
it's
of course,
this
is like his 6th one. He's sick of lunch already.
Well, we'll see. I haven't checked the schedule yet. We'll see.
Mine was like 6 weeks ago now, maybe a long time
I think I'm just part of all the leftovers that haven't, like everybody who hasn't done one. Kings lose to the Thunder. Kings play tonight. Kelly Brothers joins us at 7:28. Sam Amick at 8 a.m. We have a full show for all of you, so chill out, relax, go get a glass of pop. Why not? It's early enough. Do that, and we'll come back with some audio from the Kings losing to the defending champs next.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead.
Get your Kings fix all season long right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings, Sactown Sports and SactownSports.com.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Fidium Fiber.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. For your Thursday, plan for a wet morning commute. We will expect the steadiest rain to move through early morning, and then into the midday and afternoon, we'll see occasional showers. Temperatures today cool with highs in the upper 50s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
It's about time they
fixed that pothole.
Invented better windshield wipers.
Made an internet that just works. Fidium Fiber Internet, starting at only $30 a month. It feels like Fidium. Offer available to residential customers only. Terms and conditions apply. See Fidium.com for details.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Savings abound at Elk Grove Honda during the Honda clearance event underway now. This is your final chance to drive home in a new 2025 Honda Accord, Pilot, or Ridgeline at Elk Grove Honda clearance prices. Right now is the right time to save, and if you're looking for pre-owned Hondas, Elk Grove Honda has a huge inventory. Visit the Elk Grove Honda 2025 Accord, Pilot, or Ridgeline clearance sale at Elk Grove Honda in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
At Elk Grove Honda, not only do we have a great selection of pre-owned cars at very fair prices, but every one of our pre-owned automobiles are treated with kid gloves with a 182-point inspection that covers everything from unibody to tires to brakes and engine filters. Then our cars receive a mobile oil change and fresh fill-up with full synthetic mobile oil. We know you have lots of choices of where to purchase your next car. Come to Elk Grove Honda, home with a 182-point inspection and mobile oil change. We're in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, tell me what's going on for the big Black Friday sales event.
Well, they say you got to finish strong, so that's what we're doing at Hoblet. Right now, you can save up to $14,500 off MSRP on all remaining new 2025 Ram heavy duties.
I want to make sure you meant to say all heavy duties.
That's what I said. $14,500 off MSRP on all remaining new 2025 Ram heavy duties, with some starting as low as $48,995. It's savings like this that make Hoblet one of the top Ram dealers in America. Plus, with over 400 new heavy-duty Rams available, your new Ram is waiting at HobletDodge.com.
Don't miss your chance to search, select, and save at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$14,500 total net savings on select new 2025 Ram 2500 Laramie and Rebels after $4,500 factory rebates and $10,000 dealer discounts. 5 of this net savings, $48,995 net price on 2025 Ram 2500 Tradesmans. Rebates include $2,000 select inventory cash, $500 on the job upfit for eligible upfit. VIN number 525142. See dealer for details.
Cameron, I just think we need to, see other people.
Are you trading me in?
No. A trade-in is what I'm getting from Kitchen Mart.
A trade-in?
Right now, Kitchen Mart's offering a $750 credit when you trade in your old kitchen countertops for something worth showing off, like granite, marble, or solid surface.
I'm not worth showing off?
Not like the stunning new quartz countertops Kitchen Mart just installed for Karen and Tom.
Huh.
Durable, easy cleanup, made their kitchen look brand new. And Kitchen Mart gave them a $750 trade-in credit to haul off their ugly old tile and grout countertop.
You're dumping me.
That's harsh. You want me to wait till I get the new countertops from Kitchen Mart?
At least hold off till Wednesday. I'm seeing Susan.
Susan!
Now's the perfect time to trade up to beautiful new quartz, granite, marble, or solid surface countertops. Because for a limited time, Kitchen Mart's offering a $750 trade-in credit for your old countertops. Go to kitchenmart.com today and schedule a free in-home consultation and save $750 off new countertops.
No one does it better than kitchenmart.com.
Guys, tired all the time, gaining weight, low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
This Sponsor the Clock is brought to you by Light the World Giving Machine.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
The Kings here in a second. I got a couple of things for you. I forgot to say in the we got all wrapped up in the first stuff. By we, I mean me. Sorry.
Yeah, we did.
This is definitely not food advice. This is just a food experience. I underline this is not advice. But I saw this documentary on sushi, right? And it was going through the whole flash frozen versus fresh type of thing or whatever. So, like, what I've been doing lately, it's like a little hack that if I end up at some point getting food poisoning, you'll know the hack ended. But Winco, of all places, and I think other places have this too, they have these little chunks of pink tuna that they sell for like $2. I'm not even joking, like $1.76. And I'll go and I'll grab 2 of them, and then I just defrost them like I did last night. I defrost them, and then I pour some soy sauce on there. And, it's a little, I make a ponzu. And then I slice some jalapenos up like I did last night. It was just me at the house, and I have a little bit of pepperfin, a little raw fish and some pepper. You wouldn't think, hey, you're going to eat raw fish from Winco. That sounds hinky. But I've done it like 7 times now. So far, so good, because it's like super frozen.
You're tempting fate.
I think I kind of am too. You know what the original meal was going to be last night? Because I did go to Winco, and I started with this. They have steakums in stock. I bought them.
You took that picture?
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
Why?
I started with this, steak-em and then the cheese.
Yeah, well, no. So, like, that's what I'm saying was going to be dinner.
I know, but you had to send that to somebody.
I tweeted it.
Oh.
I said, hey, wife and kids are gone.
Got it.
My world now. I'm going to have some steakums. But then I also had picked up a little tube of, because it was on sale, ground beef. And so I started out with the pepperfin thinking maybe that would be good, but it was early game. So I ate that at the beginning of the game, and then around 7 I got hungry again. And then I just defaulted to manwich.
Yeah.
But I also put some of the squeezy cheese on the manwich to make it a little more healthy.
Yes, for sure.
A little bit more healthy.
Good for you.
Kings played the Thunder last.
They did.
And I think we are obligated to say, and they were pretty competitive in the first quarter.
I think they were competitive for a lot of the game,
They were
actually.
competitive. It didn't look that way early, though. We all got a little bit scared.
Wraparound pass to the right wing. Wallace for 3. Score. And OKC is off to a 5-0 start.
Oh, really early? You were scared at 5-0?
I was scared. Well, it's 5-0, and I'm thinking, oh, God.
They're on pace to not score.
They're not going to score at all.
And they're going to score all the points, the other team.
916-339-1140 is text line from the 209. Does anyone just do things and move on anymore? Why does everything have to be a trick or a hack? It's not a secret method if it's advertised to all of us. Sir, ma'am, I don't think eating Winco fish as sushi is something advertised. If you can find me that advertisement. Why? I don't understand people sometimes. Like,
it's a hack.
Yeah, that is a hack. That is actually a hack. Okay? Much like I am. A hack. That is a hack. I also had somebody in the post-game conversation last night. He was really, really confident with himself because I was putting out
I was just joking. I wasn't.
The lack. It's so funny. Whenever I see Chris pop up in one of my replies, I know.
You get nervous.
It's not nervous.
He gets. The great thing is, like, I'll just send a neutral tweet to him.
1 out of 10 are
and he doesn't know how to handle it. Sometimes he'll just attack me.
Right.
Example.
Like I tweeted you, I replied to your
yesterday's tweet. Yes, that was a normal tweet. I think I liked it to encourage more of them. But usually it'll be something like, "Hey, happy birthday, Mom. Hope you're around. Hope we get another few years out of you." And then Chris will be like, "Oh, you want your mom to die in a few years, huh?" That's a. I had put out the minutes last night through 3 quarters, and I ended up doing the 4th as well. Through 3 quarters, Nate Clifford had 7 minutes. Keon Ellis had 6. Max Reno had 13, and Devin Carter had 0. I think that's the 4 that people are looking at as far as developmental, that aren't savvy vets. And this guy Matt replies in all caps, "Guys, Doug's been over this. They're working out who to keep and who not to keep. No minutes means they've decided what they're doing with you. If you're still getting priority playing time, you're in the front office's sights." And I was like, did I miss that press conference where they said that? Because that would be newsworthy, right? If they're saying we're evaluating who to keep and who to trade. Like, I know we've talked about it extensively, but did Doug say that?
I don't know that Doug said that, but I mean, I don't disagree with that. Actually, I think that's
I
probably
100%
a
don't.
good belief. I mean, I think that's kind of what's happening.
No, I couldn't agree with you more. I just don't remember Doug publicly saying that.
No, I don't think Doug said that. I think he said something along the lines of there's a numbers game. And I think Keon I think he was asked about Keon. I think he's the one on the outside for the moment. But until some things are cleaned up, those minutes aren't there right now for everybody.
Well, if somebody remembers that press conference, I would like to know, because I would like to replay what Doug said. We'll get to the rest of the audio and our game thoughts as well, plus an anniversary that may in fact make you and I and maybe some of the people listening all feel old, Jason. It's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross. We're back with more audio. And what anniversary was yesterday? Next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
If you're driving a car or truck with an expired warranty and suddenly lost your transmission or needed a full engine repair, would a $4,000 repair bill leave you stranded? I'm Danica Patrick. Don't get caught off guard with a vehicle breakdown. Choose the company I trust. Endurance. No matter the mileage, if your vehicle is less than 20 years old, Endurance offers auto protection plans for any budget. Protection on the drivetrain, electrical, transmission, AC, and more. Plus 24/7 roadside assistance and rental car reimbursement on any plan. Endurance handles everything, from making the claim to paying the certified mechanic of your choice. Act now and get 1 full year of elite benefits. A $2,000 value, free.
Call for your fast free quote today. Call 800-292-4382. That's 800-292-4382. 800-292-4382.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our client's portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Hey, this is Greg Papa. Are you working through a major insurance claim? SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to, not what just some adjuster working for an insurance company thinks you should get. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere. It's all here. Startsinhonda.com. My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right.
Y'all gotta try that Febreze car.
Just right, just right, just right. Yeah. La 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistency, all over Febreze car clips right on your vent. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face when it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah. Breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
In the heat of battle, your squad relies on you. Don't let them down. Unlock elite gaming tech at Lenovo.com. Dominate every match with next-level speed, seamless streaming, and performance that won't quit. Push your gameplay beyond performance with Intel Core Ultra processors for the next era of gaming. Upgrade to smooth, high-quality streaming with Intel Wi-Fi 6E and maximize game performance with enhanced overclocking. Win the tech search. Power up at Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
This Sponsor the Clock is brought to you by Light the World Giving Machine.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
I've been toying around with the whole injury thing in my head in the NBA, and the NBA has now launched a massive investigation that's going to go over a year or so, and where they hook everybody up to like wires or something and try to figure out
what they trip.
What the heck's going on? Yeah, I think so, right? And I've been thinking about that. I was like, okay, we talked yesterday about, which I think they should do, move the opening to Christmas, run it through August, Vegas Autumn League, all that. We talked about that.
Which wouldn't change the injuries.
But you could stretch the season out and either eliminate or greatly reduce back-to-backs.
Mm-hmm. But which I know they've worked on and tried to be better at.
They have. This one's a little more, excuse me, we're eating trail mix and I caught some in my throat. Apologies. So this one's a little more controversial and again, not thought out, but I've been toying with it since I got in this morning. So what if you kind of adopted, this is sort of a cousin of something they've already tried in the All-Star game, but all right. First 3 quarters are 12 minutes, same as always, right? But then let's say it's who cares whatever the score is, right? What if you switch to the Elam ending, but you just did that full time? So for example, let's say it's 86-81 after 3 quarters. The fourth quarter is untimed, and it's the first team to score 20 points. You add 20 points to the 86, so then it would be the first team to 106 wins, and you just stop it right there. In other words, and we can mess with that, but what if you had a set ending so you could actually have games be shorter? They could have a different pace. I don't think it would mess with pace much. I don't know that it would mess with the game much, but that it would basically all but the only overtime you would get would be I guess you wouldn't get it. It would eliminate overtime, I think, right? Because it would just be whoever got to that number first. So if it's 99-99, it's the first team to 100, or if it's 109-109, it's first team to 110. Next basket wins. Game's over. No OT. You shorten the games. Now, I know that's going to take away some stuff, but I think it might also not slow the game down, but I feel like there's going to need to be a rule change. I was looking at some metrics somebody put out yesterday, and like the players are playing at like 1.3 miles per hour faster than they were 10 years ago. The scoring over 48 minutes is insane, Jason. The leaders in points per game, the Miami Heat are scoring 123.6 points per game, followed by the Bulls at 121 and the Knicks at 120.8. After last night, the Cavs are at 119.9, tied with the Raptors. So you effectively have 5 teams that is a sixth of the league, that is scoring, averaging 120 points or more a game.
Mm-hmm.
That's that many more times up and down the floor. That's that many more times they're doing. That is insane, especially after, again, we talked about this yesterday, last week. We looked, and it was, 4 teams, I think, that scored over 100 points in 2002. We're talking about 23 years. So I don't know. There has to be something there, because that would make sense. You're going up and down more. You're putting more mileage on the body. You're putting more mileage on especially these 250-pound 6'10" dudes.
Right.
Yeah, they're probably going to develop some issues. You got to figure that out.
I think the study will be interesting to see what they come up with.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could argue, I think more fans prefer the points. I do. I'd rather see faster action and faster pace, and I like that style of basketball. Now, some of that's also more three-point shooting. I think we've seen the volume of three-point shooting go up, and obviously three's worth more than two. If everybody's more proficient, you don't have the traditional, hey, just throw it down to the big man and clear out and get out of the way. Like, that doesn't really happen. It's spread the floor, and everybody seemingly has the skill to either shoot the three or create the ability to drive to the basket.
Would you support a 4-point shot?
No.
Okay. Like, just past half court.
Why, some more points?
More points, or maybe less shots taken. Maybe the game's, I guess you'd have even. It's going to be a shot where you've got 4 guys in the NBA maybe right now that could hit it with any form of consistency, Steph being one.
I think you'd run a lot of plays specifically to, end of the quarter. Hey, if you've got 4 seconds left, why not take a 4?
Yes.
Then, I don't know.
How about LaVine last night with the half court?
I know. I thought it counted live. And
so did I. I totally thought it was.
Yeah, I'm like, that's good. Why are they reviewing it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, actually, it's not good.
Speaking of Zach LaVine, it was a 5-0 run to start the game after a Case and Wallace 3. Zach LaVine, a jab and score.
As he drives toward the baseline. Jab step back Jay, good. Good aggressive move, and off the bounce that time, Zach LaVine knocking down the hoop to make it 7-6.
Here's that heave that didn't count.
Here's LaVine with a double clutch heave for 3, and it is good from 55 feet away. Now, let's see if it is credited by the officials, who are conferring.
Mm-hmm. It was not good.
Yeah, they conferred. I didn't like it.
And that was the last time we basically heard from Zach LaVine. More on that later. As the game progressed, Oklahoma City came out and just ran the Kings off the floor in the beginning of the third. Looked like the game was effectively going to be over, but the Kings came back a little bit later, put together a run.
Here's Monk going for 3. Well, there's a welcome sight. Malik Monk knocks down the triple, and Mark Daigneault immediately calls timeout.
It was just, in the end, it was way too much thunder for the Kings. By the way, if there's a bright spot, if you will, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had not played in the fourth quarter of his previous 4 games, all of which the Thunder won. He got in the fourth quarter last night.
Made him have to play.
Yeah, exactly. And Lou Dort helped the lights get dark.
Left wing Isaiah Joe drives into traffic, sealed off, so they swing it. Extra pass, Dort for 3. Nothing but net. The lights are dimming for the Sacramento Kings as we near the midpoint of the fourth. It's now an 18-point lead, the biggest of the ball game.
That was honestly the biggest drama in the game in the fourth quarter. You heard the legendary Gary Gerold say it was an 18-point lead. The line was Thunder by 18.5. 113-99 ends up being your final. The Kings did cover the spread. They were the third worst team in the NBA at covering the spread. I looked it up yesterday. And as a matter of fact, you'll remember there were 3 games. I know Denver was one. I forget who the other one was, that both had 14, 15. None of those teams covered. None of the favorites covered. So there you go. By the way, just to pay that tease off, yesterday, Jason Ross, well, let me put it this way. 21 years ago, little baby was born. Little baby was born. And somewhere in some room where the babies are born and, you're holding the newborn baby, maybe a TV was on, you're watching the news, and, oh, my God, fans came on the floor and, course runner tests involved. 21 years ago yesterday. A baby born that night. I remember where I was. I know you remember where you were. I think we were both at a Kings game. A kid born that night will legally be able to drink today. My goodness. Also, Ron Artest didn't play the rest of the year.
Yeah. Malice at the Palace.
We'll take a break. When we come back, 3 for Madness time.
Great Netflix doc if you guys get a chance.
It is a great Netflix doc. When we come back, this where stuff really picks up. Kelly Brothers Sports Business at 7:28. Sam Amick at 8 a.m. 3 for Madness, though. Predictions. Will we be close? Keegan Murray makes his debut. And Zach LaVine, what in the HE double hockey sticks going on with this guy? Top of the hour next.
The Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings, UC Davis, and Sac State with the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com to join.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Future Ford.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. For your Thursday, plan for a wet morning commute. We will expect the steadiest rain to move through early morning, and then into the midday and afternoon, we'll see occasional showers. Temperatures today cool with highs in the upper 50s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
It's the Black Friday Sell-a-thon at your Future Ford dealers. Get unbelievable pricing on F-150, Bronco, Explorer, Mach-E, and more. The best Ford is a Future Ford. So hurry to Future Ford Lincoln in the Roseville Auto Mall and Future Ford of Sacramento at I-80 in Madison.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy Home Pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
At Elk Grove Honda, not only do we have a great selection of pre-owned cars at very fair prices, but every one of our pre-owned automobiles are treated with kid gloves with a 182-point inspection that covers everything from unibody to tires to brakes and engine filters. Then our cars receive a mobile oil change and fresh fill-up with full synthetic mobile oil. We know you have lots of choices of where to purchase your next car. Come to Elk Grove Honda, home with a 182-point inspection and mobile oil change. We're in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton & Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Black Friday savings start now. Get your best deal through the end of the month at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
With Black Friday savings during Happy Honda Days, own or lease your new Honda Accord or Civic today. Your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda. Visit us at FolsomLakeHonda.com. Your one-stop Honda shop.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Amateur players will be pleased to know that the USGA doesn't object to a friendly bet with your weekend foursome. Friendly bets include soft drinks after the round, hot dogs at the turn, or even a $2 Nassau, one of the most widely used bets in golf. It takes its name from the Nassau County Country Club of Glen Cove, Long Island, one of the many clubs frequented by the well-to-do in the late 19th century. As the story goes, matches between these clubs were often reported in the local newspapers, sometimes to the embarrassment of wealthy industrialists coming out the loser. The Nassau captain J.B. Coles Tappan then devised a format where the worst possible result could not be reported as anything more than a 3-0 defeat. In a Nassau, 3 equal wagers are placed on the first 9, the second 9, and 18-hole total. A $2 Nassau is sometimes referred to as a 2-2-2 bet. Some play better with a bet to keep their attention. Others are nervous at the thought of losing. Whatever your choice, golf is a game. Have some fun. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sacramento's official home of the 49ers.
San Francisco.
Sactown Sports, 1140. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
Kelly Brothers, 728. He's something.
Good at business.
Hey, Chris, you were, I don't know where you were, but I had to get my hot chocolate, so I moved your coffee. Your coffee cup was in the key, 3 in the key, so I moved it aside to get my hot chocolate. And I noticed it's already becoming stained.
Mm-hmm.
Good work.
I've been working on it.
You have been.
He's proud of that.
You just leave the coffee in there overnight or something, then wash it out? No?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, occasionally I'll get too cold and I'll just sit there for a bit. And then I have to throw it out.
The white interior. And by the way, when I looked to replace his mug that he broke, I specifically looked for, had to be a mug with a white interior so he could stain it again. Because they had some that were like dark, that were blue and different colors. I think they had a black one too, weirdly enough. But yeah, good for him.
He wants the stain.
He wants the stain. Good band. 3 for Madness. Question 1.
Are 2 different shirt colors on purpose?
Uh-huh. Wrong. You're wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was another one. Dave.
That's me.
The Kings will have to win 2 of their next 3 to hit your prediction of 5-13. Will they make it?
I don't think so. So, by the way, I'm glad you brought that up. Maybe next time somebody calls me a Debbie Downer or not an optimist, I, for a fact, at the beginning of the season, thought the Kings would be even better than they are right now. Optimistic Dave. I won't say positive Dave, R.I.P. That name's taken, but optimistic Dave. They would have to win 2 of, what do you say, 2 of their next 3. Well, they got their best chance tonight.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, let's see if I'm not even going to, well, I will because I don't want to do this and not be able to pay it off. Let me see if they've got the line out tonight. Because this one,
sure they do.
I've been really curious about this one all road trip. Okay. Kings at Grizzlies, another 5 p.m. start tonight right here on Sactown Sports. Gentlemen, who is favored and by how much?
Memphis by 2.5.
That's what I was going to say. So I'll say Memphis 3.5.
Oh, Chris. You made the wrong decision. You should have gone with Jason Ross. Memphis is favored by 2.5 tonight. Well done, J. Ross.
Poor decision.
You chose poorly. 2.5 tonight. So I was curious about that. I do think if the Kings had like at least 1 win on this road trip, there'd be something. Mm-hmm. I also don't know what Sabonis' status is for tonight.
Right.
We do expect the debut of Keegan Murray, but this will be, I will say this, this will certainly be, when it comes to the Vegas line, the closest the Kings will be to being favored for at least the next 3 games. At Denver, home Minnesota, those will be more than 2.5, barring, of course, one of those teams decides to sit literally everybody. And to be honest with you, man, I don't know where that Phoenix line, that's the next one I'm really curious about. I don't know where that next Phoenix line is going to be, but I will tell you, the Phoenix Suns have won 6 of 7.
Right.
So, actually, 7, 8, they've won 8 of 10. They might be favored over the Kings.
Yeah. I mean, they're over 500.
They are over 500.
Now, we talked about yesterday how of their 14, I think 11 games have been against teams below 500. But the Kings are below 500. So they'll be playing them.
Kings at Utah probably won't be favored. Utah's a better record. They're at home, but that one could be close. Mm-hmm. And then I think the next time, if I had to guess, the next time the Kings will be favored, maybe, is November 30th, home Memphis.
Okay.
Then they go out on another 4-game road trip. So it's fun. Yeah, I don't think they're getting to 5 and 13. I think at best, they're going to be 4 and 14.
I think tonight's obviously the lining up is the best chance. Now it's the second night of a back-to-back, Keegan being back, but it's no Jaren Jackson Jr., no Ja Morant.
Okay. Yeah.
But, I mean, look, they played the Lakers without Luka and LeBron. They've played, the Thunder every time without Jalen Williams, once without Jalen and Chet. Hawks without
Jalen Williams played last night.
Oh, I thought Jalen Williams was out.
No, Jalen played. Jalen Williams is out.
But you said Jalen Williams played.
He did.
Oh, but what about Jalen Williams?
No,
though?
he was out.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
By the way, it's a battle of the losing streaks, too. Kings have lost 7 in a row. Memphis has lost 5 in a row. One of these is going down. Can't wait. 5 p.m. tonight. And you know what? I say that. I'll watch every minute.
Absolutely.
I will watch every single minute.
So if the Kings are down by 40 in the third quarter, you're going to be watching every minute.
The thing is, sadly, Chris, I will watch every minute regardless, but I will be paying more intense attention if they're down 40 than if they were down 20, because the more they go down, the more hate-watchy I get, where then I just start to get angry, and I still have to fix my I tell you my left TV broke.
Mm-hmm. Your left one.
Well, I have the 2 outside that I watched.
Oh, outside.
I'm attempting to dazzle Dave.
I had you guys know I have to go back.
House 1 or house 2?
No, what? Because my wife takes over.
Jason, you won't believe this. The left TV is out. Thank God I still have the center and right TV.
Did I tell you I broke it though, or no? I can't remember if I shared that on the air. Yeah.
You broke it.
I broke it.
Uh-oh, you broke it?
I broke it.
Got back to playing Mortal Kombat again, huh?
No, I don't play. I play video games in my bedroom.
Oh, the left TV's in the bedroom?
Left TV's downstairs. I wasn't playing video games on it. I was watching a game on it. And
how many screens are in your house?
I hate that you asked me that.
Are we saying screens as in computer screens or TV screens?
TV screens, right?
I'm saying TVs? Whatever you can watch something on,
including phones.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, let's
like what is your max?
Can we do TVs first?
Okay.
Is there a point where you say like, okay, I might be overdoing it, like watching stuff? Like I got the soccer game here, I got all the football games here.
I'm forgetting I have massive, legitimately diagnosed attention deficit disorder. There's no overdoing it, dude. I look at the Octo box on Red Zone, I'm like, yes, I'm home. Over under on TVs in my house.
I'm gonna say 6.
Ooh, I'm gonna say 8.
Counting the garage. Counting the garage where it's counting the garage that I turned into the movie room. So that's just one. That's the pull down screen. But that's one.
But you're
screen.
counting the 2 outside your house, I guess that you're saying.
I don't have 2 outside my house.
You have 3. I think I went low. But I'll say 6.
8.
We have a correct answer. Christopher Laud.
8 TVs?
8 TVs.
So 3 outside.
3 outside.
1 in the main room that you sit.
Can I just say for the record, I do not like where this. I want to say to everybody listening, I did not initiate this conversation. I don't like where it's going. Yes, I have 2 in the gazebo that I watch my stuff in because my wife takes over the main TV. No, I have 2 in the gazebo.
Oh.
I have 1 underneath the awning on the side of the house so that when we're swimming, we can watch TV too.
That's 3.
Or we're in the spot.
You got separate viewing areas in your backyard.
My gazebo is you guys.
Gotcha.
When you come outside on that angle, this side of my backyard is the gazebo with the 2 TVs. Then I have a little gazebo for the barbecuing area, right?
Yeah, I have to have that.
That's where, because I don't. My house when we moved in there it has no coverage in the backyard. There's no whatever those are, awnings, none of that. So I had to build these. I got them on Amazon. Seriously, these little metal gazebos or whatever.
I built them with TVs.
Yeah, pretty much. So then I have the 2 where we sit and play spades and whatever, and then there's the one on the other side of the backyard where the pool is to watch. So if we're in the pool,
that's just outside.
And the reason and by the way, that was always a little kid dream of mine. You know where I got that from? Remember in Rocky IV when he was in the pool watching TV? Yeah. I always wanted to do that. And can we also remember too, please, that TVs aren't that expensive?
I'm not. I'm not the amount of them.
Yeah.
So 3 outside. Yeah. 1 is the main one that you say.
That's right.
Kind of takes
that's
over,
right. That's the main one. So that's 4. And then we have the one in the living room, which is 5. That we.
Do you ever use that one?
The kids do.
Okay.
And Mason does. That's his main little when he plays video games. So that's 5. Garage 6, bedroom 7. Oh, it's 9. Sorry.
One in each of their rooms?
No, because no, they do not get TVs in their room. No.
There's plenty of TVs elsewhere.
I forgot. In the garage, I have the pull-down screen, but then the 2 TVs on the side.
So 9?
So, yeah, I do. I do.
Wait, so
you have 6 TVs not inside the house proper.
That is correct. No.
You have 6 screens.
Yeah, no, that's right. You're
3
right.
Garage, 3 outside.
That's right. That's
6.
Right. Yeah, 6.
Only 3 in the house.
Only 3 in the house.
Your room.
Yeah.
The living room, which is
right.
next to the main room.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. And they're not.
So 1 upstairs.
Yes. One. There is only 1 TV. It's actually the biggest TV in the house is the one that's in our bedroom.
Wow.
Yeah, that one. And,
bigger than the pool screen?
Oh, sorry. No, you're right. That one. I don't count that as a TV. That's like a screen. But yeah,
so you're
right.
at 9.
I'm at 9. I'm at 9 TVs.
And how many times is a laptop or iPad or something else on for somebody?
March Madness usually. Okay. March Madness, we'll have those all going.
Or
a phone, yeah. Well, usually a laptop or an iPad. We'll have that, and then I'll use remember that when I brought in the external display, and I'll plug that into the phone, and it has a little kickstand on it. Whatever, dude. It's my job. I have to watch things. It's not because I want to.
In all the different places.
I might have too many TVs. But
if you're using them.
I'm using them.
Okay.
For the most part. Question 2. Question 2.
Keegan Murray is expected to make his season debut tonight versus the Grizzlies. Who would be your starting lineup?
Hey, that's a great question, actually, Chris. Who would be my starting lineup? All right, so at point guard, Russell Westbrook. Okay. I would go DeRozan at the 2. I would go. Well, Sabonis is day to day. Can I do if Sabonis is playing?
Yeah.
No? Okay. So Sabonis. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Achua at the 4. Keegan Murray at the 3.
You've moved Zach to the bench?
I have. Hey, you know what, Zach? You're not going to shoot the ball? Cool. We'll do the Schroeder thing with you. We'll bring Schroeder and LaVine off the bench. We now have Schroeder, LaVine, and Monk coming off the bench, which creates kind of a good second unit, if you will, and then you can surround them with whoever. Well, you know what? I'm sorry. I forgot something. My bad. If it was me, I would go with Russ and Keon Ellis in the backcourt. Then I would go with Keegan, Achua, and Sabonis. And now, all of a sudden, I got DDR, I got LaVine, and I got Monk, and I got Schroeder as my next 4. I believe that unless LaVine wakes up, I believe that right now on November 20th, I think the most interesting line I would like to see would be, so you got Westbrook, big rebounder, flying doing his thing. Now you've got Ellis that can do hit. Now you also have Keegan back at his natural position, and now you move to the power forward spot. So you actually do have a banger there as well. I mean, he almost had a double-double last night. And then Sabonis. So you got a little bit of beef up front. You got Keegan in his natural position. You got a great defender at the 2, and then you got Russ, who's an oversized point guard there. I think that might be. It may not be the best lineup they can put out, but I think that's a pretty solid lineup I'd like to see. And then you've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
So the guys that you want to trade, you're putting to the bench.
2 of them, yes. Well, 3 of them, yeah. Yes, 3 of the 4, yes.
For a 3-win team.
For a 3-win team.
Yeah.
I know, I get it. But
yeah. I think the lineup will be Sabonis, Keegan, DeMar, Zach, Russell Westbrook.
I think you are 1,000% correct.
That's a lot of percent.
It's 10 times what 100% would be.
There's too many percent there.
You're totally super correct.
Yeah.
But, who would be but let me ask you this. The question was, who would be your starting line? Who would be your starting line? Would that be your starting line?
Today, it's still that group.
You would start those 5?
And I still have the same goals. I want to trade at least 2 or 3 of those starters.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, do they have to play? No, because I think everybody in the league knows what those guys are. But I think there's a weird look. I think there is politics. Everybody hates all that stuff, but it's a fact.
Yeah.
Agents, and
you're right.
That's a part of the game that I don't think people necessarily love.
No, and it's not well known either, but it is part of it.
The perfect world, you're like, yeah, got to play what's best for the team maybe going forward. But I think that's the means to the end. Play those guys at some point. Mm-hmm. The trades will happen, and then we'll go, hey, look what's available. Keon can start.
That's right.
Or this player can now start.
I would also say that I would do everything I could, barring injury or some crazy thing in the game where like a lineup is just clicking. I'm trying to make sure that I get a minimum of 25 minutes for Keon Ellis, for Keon Ellis and Neat Clifford, and then at least 15 minutes for Max Reno and Devin Carter. That would be my little secondary benchmarks that I'm trying to. If I can do all of that and get that done, I'm good. Javier, good morning. You're on with Hall of Famer to be Jason Ross. Good morning.
How you doing today, Mr. Ross and Mr. Carmichael Dave, the soon-to-be Hall of Famer? So, I had a question about your comments on the internet 2 days ago, if not yesterday. You said, sorry to break it to you Kings fans, but we're not going to be in the bottom 5 worst teams in the NBA based on the schedule that's upcoming. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but I don't see how we can even have that logic. Name the Kings. We're at 7 losses consecutively now. How many of those losses have been by fewer than double digits?
Not many.
On top of that, we're penciling in the Memphis game as a win, as a potential win, if we have an opportunity to win the game. I'm saying a potential win out of the upcoming games for the next 9 to 10 potential matchups. That's the one we could win that game. And we have thought that we're not going to win we're going to win more than the bottom 5 teams in the NBA this season. That's just so unrealistic and not practical. But what I want to also bring up is what I asked last week.
Hold on a second. Hold on. You can do the second part for sure, buddy. But I don't want to skip past what you just said. So let's talk about that real quick, and then you can definitely talk about the second part. So let's take a look at the standings right now. You've got the Wizards at 1-13. The Pelicans at 2-13. Hey, the Pacers won last night. They're 2-13. The Nets are 2-12, and then the Kings are 3-12. Ahead of the Kings or behind, however you want to say it. The Jazz, the Grizzlies, the Hornets, the Mavericks, on and on and on. So you're telling me you don't think the Kings, or you think the Kings will be able? You think it's ridiculous to not think that the Kings will be a bottom 5 team?
Every game we watch, we hope they are within single digits in any and every quarter. Any team that has that mindset, I don't know how you can think logically that they won't be the bottom 5 worst team in the NBA. They're not beating anyone right now and not even coming close. We were celebrating Zach LaVine 3 to keep them within, 5 points at the half?
No. I got you, and I don't want to cut you off, so we kind of got to do a back and forth here. I would say this to you, Javier. The Kings have played now the second toughest schedule in the NBA. They've had Keegan Murray out the entire season, and they're still the 5th worst team in the NBA. You're telling me, you're basically saying to us that they're actually worse than they are right now. And on top of that, they have the 3rd easiest schedule the rest of the year. Now they've got Keegan back. I'm not saying Keegan's the savior, but you really, my issue is just that you think they're already right now only the 5th worst team in the NBA. Right now with the toughest schedule, no Keegan, da-da-da-da-da. Why is it ridiculous to think they're going to be the 6th, 7th, or 8th worst team as opposed to a bottom 5 based on that logic?
Because 2 things. We celebrated to a certain extent. I hope I can get my second point off, though. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had to play in the 4th quarter yesterday. Like, whoa, we got within that far. Also, have we not seen the San Antonio Spurs game? The guy that we got for Fox didn't play in the 4th quarter. Yesterday, he had, 8 points? He's supposed to be the sharpshooter. He's a guy that goes MIA when it matters most. And that's just a fact of the matter.
No, I know, but you're using generalities. I'm saying, dude, logically, they have the 3rd easiest schedule left.
How are we going to score with our best scorer that goes MIA when it matters most? Outside of him and DeRozan, who's a ball stopper, who else in the Sacramento Kings team can score?
How many wins?
You got to give him the ball.
All right, we'll move to the second part because we're just running in circles. But how many wins do you think this team will have this year?
23.
23. Okay.
And again, my second part, are we going to say, Mr.
I was just going to say that, let me see. 23 wins would have made them last year the 6th best team or worst team in the NBA.
All right, well, give or take a game and or maybe a team got better. But they're at 3 wins now, a month and change into the season. Okay. I think they'll get, over the next 6 months, 3.5 wins a month. And that's what I'm banking on. That's not, I think, at all irrational thing. My second thing is, we had that poll posted again like I asked for last week. At this time, would you rather have Mike Brown and Monty McNair and or a new GM run the Kings franchise, or Doug Christie and Scott Perry? And I know what the answer will be, and it's not even close. Because we have become the death of the NBA, and it's not even within reason to see anything else less than that. Thank you, Vivek Ranadive. You are the worst owner of professional sports. We appreciate you, man. I say that sarcastically as I possibly can, man.
Oh, I thought you were being serious. His last question. Let's. Would you rather?
I don't think that's fair.
Well, look.
I don't think Vivek's the worst owner in Sacramento.
That's a great point right there. That is a fact, John Fisher.
Is that why you brought him?
Mike Brown, Monty McNair versus Scott Perry and Doug Christie. Well, let's put the coaches aside for a second. Look, I love Monty, huge defender of Monty, but wouldn't the argument be that Monty they got us into this mess? Now we can get into the whole, like, how much were people meddling, and there's more to the story, but with Scott Perry, I don't know what's coming. I know what his history says. I know what they're trying to do. I don't know what's coming. Well, Scott Perry's the best GM. I don't know. I said the same thing about Monty. I said the same thing about Vlade at the beginning. I don't know. I think it's way too early to go, Scott Perry sucks, or, whatever. As far as the coaching situation, I don't look. Do I think Mike Brown is a better coach right now than Doug Christie? Yeah. Mm-hmm. How many more wins do we have if Mike Brown's coaching? And by the way, if Mike Brown's still here, he's already been fired. Like, if Mike Brown made it through last year somehow and they were 3-12, he's already gone.
Right.
They're already firing him. So I don't know how to answer that.
Yeah, who's had a better career? Let me think of a quick example. Let me pick someone kind of in between. Let me go Tyreek Evans or Nick Clifford.
Tyreek Evans.
Yeah.
But we don't know. That's
Nick's
exactly
played
right.
a few games.
I'll tell you this much. So far, Tyreek Evans is annihilating Nick Clifford this far into their career.
Facts.
Tyreek Evans.
I have no idea how Nick Clifford's career is going to go.
Hall of Fame rookie season.
Yeah.
Nick Clifford barely cracks the rotation. Is Nick Clifford a bust? Don't know.
Right.
Question 3, please.
Question 3.
I'm sorry, I'm lost here. Oh, here we go. What in the heck is going on with Zach LaVine?
Yeah, right? That's a great question.
Good question.
What in the heck is going on with Zach LaVine? By the way, the Kings did some notes for you here. The Kings fell to 3-12 last night. Jason, do you know the last time they had a worse start than 3-12 in the season?
I do know the answer to that.
1990 and 91, they were 2-13. On the other hand, by the way, teams in NBA history to start 15-1 or better while winning at least 10 games by 14 or more points. The 1996-97 Bulls, who won the title, and the Thunder this year. That's it.
Okay.
That's
Small
all
group.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know what's going on with Zach LaVine, but here's my issue. It's like a almost problem right now, but it's about to be a full-fledged issue. Now, you may remember there was a similar stretch last season.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that briefly at Media Day. And, again, Zach LaVine had some off-court stuff going on during that. He has never been specific about what it is publicly, and it's not our job to share. I will simply say this. You're not going to make a TV movie. Like, don't let your imaginations run. I'm just saying he had legit stuff going on off court, and that's his business. Unless that's, and again, God forbid it's not, but unless something like that's happening again, this is just absolutely weird. He scored 25 points against Minnesota in the 124-110 loss in 36 minutes. The last two games combined, Jason, he's 7 of 17 for 16 points. 2 games combined. Right. He was 8 of 17 in that Memphis game. He was 8 of 17. Oklahoma City, November 7th, he was 3 of 5 in 29 minutes. That's pretty much it. Every other game he's had, for the most part, double-digit attempts. But I don't know what the hell's going on.
I don't either. Last night, so in 30 minutes, so he had enough run, 10 shot attempts. And to me, you go to the core of what the player is, and there's no mistake. The best thing that Zach LaVine does is score.
Yes.
So if he is not taking a volume number of shots, and he's usually very efficient, that's to his credit, kind of what's he doing? He's not a stopper, doesn't give you a ton of rebounds or assists. And that's, I don't love that. I'd rather prefer a more well-rounded player, but I can acknowledge he's a gifted athlete and a very good scorer. So do that. Yes. And so if the game ended, he was 4 for 10. If we saw that was 4 for 20, I'd go, well, he was attempting to do what he does best.
That's right.
It just, he can't play that many minutes and not have an impact on the offense.
His career numbers are 47 and 39, field goal, 3-point. He's at 47 and 42. He's actually at or better than it's not like he's having a shooting slump either.
Shoot the ball.
I would shoot the ball the right way. Mm-hmm. I would say this. I don't think there's anybody else on the team that I would rather. If you told me you have to pick one person that takes a mandatory 25 shots a night, I'm taking Zach LaVine. I'm taking Zach LaVine. Is there anybody else on the team you'd rather taking a volume?
And he's the perpetual green light. Like nobody's saying, hey.
What the hell?
Yeah.
We'll take a break. When we come back, Sam Amick will join us at the top of the hour. That's at 8 a.m. from The Athletic. We got a Kings Rewind from last night at 7:43. But Kelly Brothers, he's good at business. He joins us next.
The only place you'll find Malik Monk is Sactown Sports.
Oh, my, what an athletic move that time by Malik Monk.
Hey, Sacramento, it's Malik Monk, and you're listening to the home of the Sacramento Kings, Sactown Sports.
Your local sports leader.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. For your Thursday, plan for a wet morning commute. We will expect the steadiest rain to move through early morning, and then into the midday and afternoon, we'll see occasional showers. Temperatures today cool with highs in the upper 50s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
The Honda 2025 Accord Pilot and Ridgeline Clearance Event is underway right now at Elk Grove Honda, and that means savings for you. Right now is the right time to save. Come see us at Elk Grove Honda, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger, Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Joining us now on Sports Sense, certified financial planner Kelly Brothers. Kelly is an advisor with Cap Trust, one of the nation's largest registered investment advisors. Cap Trust counts among its clients numerous pro athletes and pro sports franchises, but most importantly serves many Northern Californians through comprehensive financial planning. Here's Kelly Brothers.
Kelly Brothers time on another fine Thursday in Sacramento, California. Good morning, Kelly. How are you?
Dave, doing just great. Jason, good morning to you as well.
Good morning.
So much stuff going on, but let's start in my favorite country, not named America, Europe, and the NFL.
Or continent, either one.
Oh, yeah. That's
cool.
Wow.
Cool pond. Pond would be
Kelly, thank you for catching me on that. There's so much misinfo out there. Kids listening. Yes.
Fake news.
Yes, Europe is a continent, not a country. Back to you, Kelly.
No, I just there's some. Well, first of all, last weekend we had the game in Madrid. According to one of those ticket services, 700,000 people looked into buying tickets for an 84,000 seat stadium in Madrid. Supposedly, they had 80,000 people lining up to come to some event with Dan Marino. So the NFL loves Europe. Of course, we've seen games in Dublin, in London, in Frankfurt, in Berlin, now in Madrid. Next year, they're adding Paris. They're going to do the first game in Paris. But there was a really just an interesting article in the Wall Street Journal this week about the NFL's preoccupation with supersonic flight, how they are completely into understanding when that's coming back online. And we all remember the Concorde, which went back and forth over the Atlantic. It's hard to believe that you could get to Europe faster 50 years ago than you could today. But the Concorde ran from 76 to 03. Then they shut it down. But there's a few new companies looking at bringing supersonic flight back beginning in 2029. And the NFL really sees this. Also, President Trump signed an executive order which repealed a 50-year ban on supersonic flight over U.S. land. So in other words, the Concorde only flew from the East Coast to Europe because it was illegal to fly over land, supersonic. And they're saying now that they'll be able to fly at about 50% faster over land and still keep the noise within realm. So, but the interesting thing is, it looks like the NFL is kind of predicating its expansion to a division in Europe on supersonic flight, and what that will mean for teams that will need to visit Europe and get to Europe very quickly. And the article pointed out, and I never realized this, that the Dodgers and Giants only moved from New York to LA and San Francisco back in the late 50s, a year after transcontinental flight became available, and you were no longer limited by either multi-flight or train schedules.
Wow. It's interesting, as I know a lot of leagues, Kelly, have talked about, getting their own, whether it's NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, like having their own connection to leagues in Europe. But, with the numbers you're suggesting, the fact that the NFL has put more games out there, would they be better off having, 8 to 10 games a year, or an actual team or two over there? What do you think long term?
Oh, I think that not only they want to put a team, I think they want to put a division over there. I think they want to put in, let's call it 4 teams, whether it's London, Madrid, a German team, maybe either Ireland or France as the 4th. I think they want to put a division in, and where teams would go. And then I think they'll have a specific spot where visiting teams spend the week. So they might come over and play 2 games in Europe and then fly back. And practice at Huddersfield Town or somewhere like that.
Yes.
But I think they truly want a division there. They see it as key to their growth strategy globally. I think the NBA isn't too far behind. And of course, if you have supersonic flight again, now these planes only carry 60 to 80 people. The average NFL traveling contingent is about 200 people. So it'll take 3 planes to get your whole group over there. But if you're talking about 3.5 hour flights, that's less than it takes to fly from San Francisco for the 49ers to play in New York or Miami.
I wonder why there isn't more made about Mexico City too, which they have done. That is a closer international city, other than the massive elevation there. I don't know what the drawback is, and seems to me like that's an international city you could right now put a full-fledged team in.
No, you absolutely could. You could probably, I'm sure, maybe they don't want to step on the toes of the CFL. You could put a team in Canada.
Yeah, Toronto, Vancouver.
Absolutely, you could. But I think they see Europe as being a whole new market, and I think they see supersonic travel as the key to putting a division there, not just 1 or 2 teams. So, but that's just a lot of reading going on this week and seeing the reaction to what happened in Barcelona, which was, I think, even above and beyond even their rosiest expectations, Dave.
By the way, guys, and I know this is anecdotal, but I talk NFL football all the time when I'm over there. I spend enough time over there now to where I've talked to a number of people, whether it's the people I work with over there or fans of the soccer club, and I've met one guy, his name's Raj Baines, that I work with, that is really into the NFL and loves the sport. Not only every 100% of everybody else either is indifferent, doesn't know much about it, or mostly they think it's soft. They don't understand it. They think real men play rugby, and they would rather watch obviously their football, their soccer, rugby, or cricket. Far more, but obviously, Kelly, you look at the numbers, that ain't everybody. It's just anecdotally, they really seem to turn their noses up in a lot of different places over there at the NFL, which I also find interesting considering the crowds they get.
Yeah, and if you think about if you had a team over there or a division of teams, I mean, I don't know, what are we now at? Are we at 17 or 18 games a year?
17. 17
games a year. So let's say they play, 10 games over there and 7 back here on the mainland. I don't know how they'd work out that schedule, but would there be the demand for for that level of investment for fans to kind of? But I think they definitely want that. I mean, if not, they're spending a lot of money and time on a bunch of one-offs, and I don't think that's the way the NFL works. They had their eyes set on international expansion, no doubt about it.
Talking with Kelly Brothers here, Sports Business. Kelly, it's Causeway Week, UC Davis, Sac State. Saw some big news coming from UC Davis yesterday. A lot of money they're spending on some sports renovations over there.
Yeah, didn't you feel, Jason, like it felt like we never heard about UC Davis spending money on their athletics facilities? And Sac State, it was like every other week we were hearing about a new basketball arena or football arena or whatever else. But yeah, Davis unveiled $265 million in athletics upgrades. I think about $50 million is going to their football stadium, but there's also a track and field complex. There's also a golf training center. So good to see, because Davis brings in a lot of dollars research-wise. I mean, in some years more than Cal. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't realize that. Davis gets incredible amounts of research money. So good to see them putting some money into their athletics as well.
All right, and real quick, finally, Topgolf just bought out, and quite a discount from what they sold for a couple years ago.
Yeah, I think everyone looked at Topgolf as a can't-miss proposition. Callaway bought them in 2020 for $2 billion, and they just sold a majority interest in Topgolf to a PE firm, private equity firm, at an enterprise valuation of $1.1 billion. So, I mean, basically they're saying in 5 years, Topgolf has lost about 40% of its value, which is, I don't know. Whenever I go by the Topgolf in our area here, it always seems to be packed. But I don't think the synergies were there for the rest of the golf world for whatever reason. Or maybe people look at it like they look at a 5-star restaurant. It's a special occasion place, but it's not an every week or every month place. I don't know, but it looks like Callaway overpaid when they did in 2020.
I would just say this again anecdotally, but for example, with the way technology's worked over at Hagen Oaks, which is open, I think, 24 hours, they now have all kinds of, Topgolf style. They have a screen at every station. You can see your distance, your draw, your fade, your ball speed, and then there's also different Topgolf style games that you can play. And I think a lot of driving ranges, not a lot, but there's enough driving ranges now that are taking advantage of that TrackMan, if you will, technology, where it's like, okay, well, I don't need to go to Topgolf and, pay a lot more and, $8 beers or whatever, So
the prices were getting a little steep. There's no doubt about it. And maybe they'll have to adjust. PE firms are very good at adjusting to the economic realities that others might not see. So we'll see how Topgolf adjusts.
We'll take a break. Kelly, as always, we appreciate you. Have a wonderful weekend. And
thank you, guys. Yeah. Good to see you.
You too. That's Kelly Brothers. When we come back, Kings Rewind from last night right after this.
The Drive Guys, weekdays 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
on Sactown Sports 1140.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card. So let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Everyone has a past, but what happens if you've made mistakes and made good on that past, but it keeps following you? Are you looking for an attorney to erase past records and restore your rights? Maybe even restore your gun rights? Do you need a reputable criminal defense attorney who knows even good people make bad mistakes? Well, the attorneys at Gonzalez Law Office are here to help. Find Gonzalez Law Office online at saclegaldefense.com or call them at 916-304-9187. We don't settle for less, and neither should you.
This Black Friday is the best time to get the Toyota you've been wanting, but these deals will disappear soon. Right now, get low 3.99% financing or a low-cost lease on the capable 2025 RAV4. Or get a low-cost lease on the sporty 2026 50 MPG Corolla Hybrid or the fuel-efficient 2026 51 MPG Camry. Black Friday is almost over, so visit your Toyota dealership before these deals are gone. Toyota. Let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit ends 12/1/25.
At Elk Grove Honda, not only do we have a great selection of pre-owned cars at very fair prices, but every one of our pre-owned automobiles are treated with kid gloves with a 182-point inspection that covers everything from unibody to tires to brakes and engine filters. Then our cars receive a mobile oil change and fresh fill-up with full synthetic mobile oil. We know you have lots of choices of where to purchase your next car. Come to Elk Grove Honda, home of the 182-point inspection and mobile oil change. We're in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy Home Pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
Around here, Maverick is more than a name. It's who we are. My dad climbed power poles for a living, and he taught me to keep homes running when it gets cold. This November, donate 5 canned foods to our holiday food drive and choose a furnace tune-up or an electrical safety check. We'll collect your cans at the appointment and keep your heat comfy and your lights steady. So the only thing whistling is the kettle, not your ductwork. Visit callamaverick.com. Limited November appointments. Some restrictions may apply.
Guys, tired all the time? Gaining weight? Low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
The only place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and vocal.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
I was just texting with a friend during the break about tattoos.
And that Kings championship tattoo, huh?
Yeah, so that came up because he's paying God knows what today to get another,
Are they expensive?
I think they
Depends.
are. I don't know. It's a big old color. I don't know. It's like a lion eating an orange or I don't know, whatever on his leg. And
got so many of those.
Yeah. And so that came up about I have no tattoos. I said I would get the trophy and the year and the logo, some sort of mix of that on my shoulder if the Kings ever did win it. He actually made me think about something. He goes, why don't you get that little gold rectangle on the back of your neck?
Right? I like that.
I kind of like that too, if I'm being honest.
But what happens when they win their second championship?
Well, then maybe I do the years and the trophy or something. I don't know, but like they have on that. For those of you who don't get it, on your jersey, if your franchise has won a title, there's a little stripe on the back of the neck that's gold,
and it's got the number of.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Kings got one.
No, they didn't. Kings have never won a title.
That's true. The Kings franchise has one.
Wow, I just wadded. I did. I'll call myself out on it.
Easy there.
Hello. That was a wad move.
Yeah.
Without further ado, everybody's favorite segment. Are we good to go on the thing about the thing, or are we not good to go on the thing with the thing?
No.
That we discussed in the meeting. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's for...
I thought that was
a different segment.
Oh, it's not for this?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because we already have a wonderful sponsor for this segment.
You're damn right. Roll tape.
The Kings Rewind. What actually happened last night? Let's travel together. Brought to you by Revival at the Sawyer.
Yeah. Revival at the Sawyer.
Yeah, let's tell them about the Sactown Sports special, right? You show your Sactown Sports 1140 app.
Okay, so you go into your phone and you pull out, so you search Sac and then Sactown Sports. So you open your app, which I have right now.
And show them at Revival there at Sawyer, right? And you can buy a beverage, Dave, and you know what? You'll get a 50% off your next beverage.
What?
That's good for this entire month of November, thanks to the great folks at Revival at Sawyer.
Day after Thanksgiving, family in town. Maybe you're back in town, go see some old friends.
I got this.
I got this.
I will say this is my first rewind back since this happened. I was at the Revival a couple Saturdays ago, and my guy Tony there hooked me up.
Wow.
What's up, Tone?
Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you, Revival. Great place to go before
Wonderful
any event.
Place. Or after, before, after, during.
Chris, should they ask for Tony?
Why not?
Tony might be my guy.
Oh, it's exclusive to Chris.
Tony might be my guy.
Chris has his own guy.
If that's even his real name.
All right, well, here we go. Let's rewind this to let everybody know what happened last night in the game. One question to begin today's version of Kings Rewind. Who makes the NBA schedule?
So, who broke it? I'm not mad. I just want to know.
Don't look at me. Look at Ben.
What?
Well, the answer to that question is a team of employees who use a software system called the Game Scheduling System, and it works through its magic through hard coding.
Who broke it?
Ron, Don has been awfully quiet.
Really? Yeah, really.
Oh my God. I broke it. It burned my hand, so I punched it.
What the hell, dude?
Well, all that is made as the beginning of the NBA season very difficult for the Sacramento Kings, as last night was the third matchup already against the defending champion Thunder from Oklahoma City.
I'm just floating in this ocean of nothing, and I wonder if this is it, if this is what death is, just out there in the darkness, just darkness and numbness and alone.
Jeez,
all that for Oklahoma City?
Wow.
Well, to make it more difficult, the Kings would go to battle without Domantas Sabonis. Hey, a little slice of good news though for the Kings.
Yeah.
As it looks like Keegan Murray may be making his season debut tonight in Memphis.
Hey! You make us give up clapping? Or are you here to tell us to stop?
No, I'm here to help you win.
Thanks, Keegs.
Thanks, Keegs.
This game also marked yet another return to Oklahoma City for former Thunder legend Russell Westbrook.
What the hell? Russell Westbrook?
So without Sabonis, the Kings and coach Doug Christie would try yet another different starting lineup.
I ain't threatening you or nothing, all right? You know I respect you and all. But just don't put me in this position, all right?
Well, the beginning of the game started with an assortment of attacks at the rim by the Kings. The Sacramento had 3 dunks in the first 6 minutes, with a couple of those from Zach LaVine. Bean. After one quarter, the Kings trailed by just 2 at 27-25, and the Kings' leading scorer was Dennis Schroeder with 9. So for 3 games now, Schroeder has been coming off the bench, and those results, they've been very good.
Yeah.
The second quarter was close, but right before the half, the Kings had a chance to tie it with 2 free throws, but both were missed, and then OKC scored the next 6 points.
Damn it! Is that goal regulation size or what? Gee!
With the half closing, Zach LaVine launched a 3 from beyond half court and made it, but it was reviewed and waved off. At the half, 58 for the defending champs, and the Kings had 50.
I've had better.
The second half started with a bit of confusion. Precious Achiuwa got hit in the eye to end the first half, so he was not ready to start the second half. Sacramento was going to start rookie Maxime Reynaud, but since Hartenstein didn't start for the Thunder, the Kings just started Keon Ellis.
I'm sorry, I don't know what just happened.
I don't either. The Kings stayed close until the 5-minute mark of the quarter, with Sacramento down by just 6 at 69-63, but then the Thunder finished the quarter on a 14-6 push.
Sorry, Dad.
Well, in that third, the Kings made the same amount of field goals, 8, as they did turnovers, 8.
Stop it. Get some help.
In the fourth quarter, the Kings were playing from behind, and OKC is too good to let you back in the game.
I know you can beat me. I was never arguing that. I think you're awesome. You're huge and fast. Everyone can beat me.
In the final 2 minutes, Kings head coach Doug Christie felt compelled to challenge a referee's call, and for just the third time this season, DC did not win that challenge.
Yo, man, you best back off. I'm getting a little pissed here.
The last remaining mystery is, would the Kings hit the century mark? With a couple of missed free throws late and the final possession miss, Sacramento ended with just 99 points.
Oh, my God! My life's over.
When the clock hit zeros, OKC wins for the 7th straight time, the 3rd time this year over the Kings, and Sacramento drops their 7th straight game and is off to their worst start since the 90-91 season.
That is so 1991.
Well done.
Kings back at it tonight in Memphis against the Grizzlies.
What are you looking at, stupid bear?
Wait, the Kings are back at it tonight in Memphis against the Grizzlies.
What are you looking at, stupid bear?
Now you know what happened.
Yes, you do. Well done. I will say this, too, by the way. Chris came back on Monday, and I guess we're good with that. But not one. I've been waiting. It's Thursday. We haven't played your sounder one time that I remember. Not once.
He did.
He did?
Once.
When?
Yeah, right when I came back.
No.
Hey, Dave, you know they are playing Minnesota coming up, though.
Are they?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, the T-Wolves.
The T-Wolves.
Minnesota.
You can't do that to me.
The Minnesota. Oh, isn't that where, what's from Minnesota?
Any famous musicians?
I don't know. It was like, who's that one guy?
See, because now I have to take a guess at it. I don't know which one is which.
Oh. Prince is from there. When we come back, Sam Amick of The Athletic joins us next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. For your Thursday, plan for a wet morning commute. We will expect the steadiest rain to move through early morning, and then into the midday and afternoon, we'll see occasional showers. Temperatures today cool with highs in the upper 50s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
The Honda 2025 Accord Pilot and Ridgeline Clearance Event is underway right now at Elk Grove Honda, and that means savings for you. Right now is the right time to save. Come see us at Elk Grove Honda, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda. At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at powercopiers.com.
When the Kings light up the court, Sacramento lights up the night, and it all leads to Revival at the Sawyer. All November long, show your Sactown Sports app and enjoy buy one, get one half-off beverages. From pregame anticipation to postgame celebration, Revival is the rooftop for true fans with elevated views, unbeatable energy, and that signature Sacramento spirit that connects us all. Revival at the Sawyer, where the city and the team both rise. Reserve your table today at revivalsacramento.com. Offer valid once per visit per person.
Hey everybody, it's Kyle Draper from Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. Now for the last 2 years, I've been sharing the great experience I've had being a customer of Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. From the sales department to the service department, they're top notch. And now is the perfect time for you to have the MB of Stockton experience. The Mercedes-Benz holiday celebration is on, and that means you can get super low rates on new and certified pre-owned models. Plus, they'll throw in 3 years of prepaid maintenance on select models. They make it easy and affordable for you to drive away in the car of your dreams. And if you have a trade-in, well, they're looking for all vehicles to purchase. Any makes, any models, just holler at my friends at Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. The Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration is the gift that keeps on giving. So take the short drive down I-5 and visit my friends at Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. And while you're there, tell them Drape sent you.
Injured and you're considering an LA law firm looking to charge you 45% to 50% in attorney's fees? That's overcharging. Ashton & Price has been around for over 25 years, and I can tell you no matter how complicated your injury case, you should never be charged 45% or 50% in attorney's fees ever. Direct, experienced, unrelenting, and honest local representation matters. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries. So for the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
This Sponsor the Clock is brought to you by Light the World Giving Machine.
Your local sports leader in the 916.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then
boom. With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
No Sam yet.
Okay. We will wait patiently. Or impatiently.
I think impatiently, Jason Ross.
Okay.
So impatiently that here's a Dennis Schroeder shot from last night.
Okay.
Kings now have got to do some quick work, get the momentum back. Crossover move, Schroeder inside, scores, driving to the rack. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. It's an 11-point separation at 102-91.
I can't hear. Did it end? Okay. Chris had my ears plugged. 21 shots for Dennis Schroeder last night. 21 shots for Dennis Schroeder, which was almost double. DeRozan and Achua each had 12 attempts. Schroeder had 20. Now, he was 9-21. He had 21 points in 32 minutes. I that doesn't seem ideal.
No.
But we move on.
Okay.
Joining us right now from The Athletic, the one, the only, the talented, Sam Amick, I think. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hi,
How are
Sam.
you doing today?
Good. I want to know why Chris is laughing. Chris is laughing
Because
behind
I'm in the kitchen again.
Oh, are you? Are you at your Keurig?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm always like 90 seconds behind.
You know what's funny
But
is... Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, after you.
Okay. Last week we had the Keurig talk in the beginning, and then I was reading some of the comments on the YouTube clip that they put up of these interviews, which you can find on the Sactown Sports YouTube. And there's one guy that goes in there every single clip, and he goes, "Kings Talk starts at 1:36," and he links it. So shout out to you, guy that is waiting for Kings Talk. Hello, and thank you for your hyperlink. Look at Sam. He's wearing his athletic hoodie. I like to say I'm wearing my athletic hat. Not really, but it looks like an athletic hat. So we're branding today, pal.
We are. And I just, I apologize. You guys are learning, like, in a fight between my caffeine addiction and my two friends here, you continue to lose. So we
can I just offer, as we move on, can I just say there are coffee makers out there where you can set an alarm the night before and have fresh coffee when you wake up?
Way too fancy.
Yeah.
It's like a $20 Hamilton Beach coffee maker, dude.
This spoken from a guy who has 9 TV screens.
That's uncalled for.
I don't have that Sactown sports money.
Jason, take us away, please.
Oh my goodness, Sam. Well, let's do that. Get that Kings conversation going here early. I don't know that much has changed as far as the overall scope of things. Record still in that rough patch. I'm sure there's still a desire to trade players, but one thing I guess I could start with you, Sam. I'm seeing more teams kind of at least float that out, like maybe the Mavs would be interested in trading Anthony Davis. Some other teams that are off to slow starts. Do you think there's a high volume of players of teams already that are willing to make some moves this season?
Yeah, I mean, the AD one is maybe a bit of an outlier just because of all the drama around the Nico Harrison firing, and that's a franchise shift more than it is like a first 20 game shift. But regardless, I mean, yeah, when you guys know, like, a lot of these contracts aren't even available to be traded until mid-December. I do think that if we broke every journalistic rule and hacked into the cell phones of GMs all over the league, you would definitely see an uptick in activity. I think conversations had probably, not even probably, they've definitely started happening in the last week or so. The Kings, it's going to be intriguing to see how the rest of the league handles, their players, where I can't remember a situation like this, and I wonder if any comes to mind for you guys, where you've got a fair amount of players who individually have pretty decent reputations, but who collectively is just reaching the point of kind of them writing SOS in the sky, like it's not working. So we'll see where it goes.
I feel like there was a Knicks team, maybe a Blazers team at one point, those teams that just have this mushing together of talent, like when you take all the different Play-Doh and you mush it together and then you roll it up and it's gray. Like it's not an attractive piece of Play-Doh. To your point earlier, Sam, I'd like to make a article request. I haven't done this in a long time.
What do you got?
This is when you're like, oh, I need to write something. There's nothing going on. I'm sure this has been done. You might have even done
impression.
It. But I when you said hack into every GM's cell phone, right? Like, first off, if you could do that,
want me to actually do it?
I would love for you to do that.
Yes.
I would love for somebody who has access like you, not just to current GMs, but also, I'm sure, former GMs. I would love to see an article that's like, I spoke to, 8 current and former GMs, and this is the anatomy of how a trade works. I think myself included, but I think the listening audience and the reading audience would be fascinated by, for example, I love the idea of there being a 30-person text thread where all the GMs are on the same text thread, and then, like, the guy in Memphis goes, hey, any interest in Ja Morant? And then everybody pours in and sends trade machine links and all that, and then, all right, last and best offer.
Apple Pay link.
100%, exactly. But I know it's more boring. It's like, hey, any interest in this guy? Oh, I'll get back to you. But would love to see the anatomy of how these things work. If you put somebody out there, like, how many people do they text? Do they text them all? Do they text one? Is there a GM message board that's hidden somewhere where you can say, this guy is open for business? I don't know. I'm just saying, I think that would be very interesting.
That's fair. I mean, we've done stuff like that. One comes to mind. I forget, I don't know exactly what the headline was or the angle, but around the trade deadline years ago, one of my favorite stories in terms of getting people to speak on record. Although, man, I'm feeling terrible because I got 3 execs to speak on record. I'm forgetting who the third one was. It was Mike Zarin of the Celtics, Travis Schlenk at the time of the Hawks, and one other person, where they did pull the curtain back quite a bit on what it's like, but that was more closer to the deadline. I remember an anecdote about an Isaiah Thomas trade that, they came like 30 seconds after the deadline and they had to get approval from the league. So it is still, as much as, we in the media cover it deeply, you're not wrong that, there's just still a lot of mystery about the actual machinations. And, again, we joke about the hacking into the phone, the stuff that would be most fascinating or among the most fascinating to hear is that you have good old fashioned relationship dynamics, right? So like, you know, Dave and Jay, like if you have people in your work life that you just don't vibe with, but you have to deal with, like you would hear that tone, between GMs, or you would hear, you know, the tone of guys who have known each other 20, 30 years and are very tight. Like, and I remember when Jeff Petrie was running the Kings, you would see this pattern of um man, was it Billy King in Atlanta that he was just constantly trading with, because they had a friendship and they had a relationship and they had trust. You look at the ill-fated Luka Doncic trade, that was largely born out of the relationship dynamics between Nico Harrison with the Mavs and Rob Pelinka with the Lakers. So there is for sure a lot of interesting stuff this time of year behind the scenes.
So, Sam, kind of with that said, where I think we're all still of the belief that Scott Perry would like to clean up and change this roster a bit based on that and his, what we believe to be pretty good connections and relationships around the league. How do you think that will go in favor, if at all, for someone like Scott Perry?
No, it should. At minimum, and for the YouTubers, the dog has joined the show.
Hey,
say
dog.
hello. Here we are. At minimum, it's. Listen, this is. I know he's always going to be a beloved King, but if you compare it to like the Vlade Divac era, where ironically Scott, when he was here, would handle a lot of the calls. It's just you get past the stage of the person on the other side of the phone not being entirely sure of whether or not he's well versed in the CBA to the point to have a nuanced conversation about the trade. Has the reps in terms of, okay, no, this is how it works. Like you get past the inexperienced part, and you do hopefully make more progress in a more efficient way because you have a guy with a lifetime of experience. Not only as an exec, but his time in New York as a GM. You're talking about a major flagship franchise in the league, and one where they flipped that roster over during his time there. So that experience should definitely help as far as turning over every rock.
Can I also say, while you guys are talking, I looked on Amazon. There's like 10 that just came up of incredibly affordable. We're talking like under $100. Little remote control recorders that can stay. Isn't it kind of surprising in this day and age where nobody has ethics and everybody's sneaky and weird that, like, you've been in a GM's office.
Yourself.
I've been in a GM's office. Like, I'm saying we're not sneaky and weird, but like, how is somebody not like? How has there not been a scandal where a GM's phone has been tapped or somebody put like a little sticky recorder in someone's office? Like, how has that not happened yet?
And every time he picks the phone up and has a conversation, there's a tweet. The Kings are talking to.
Right. How are they finding this information out?
Yeah.
Who's the mole?
Right. I'm not saying you should do it, Sam, but I'm not saying you should. Sam Amick joining us.
The closest, and this is ethically sound, you just gave me a flashback during the lockout is a long time ago in 2010, whenever that was, or the labor situation. I got creatively added to the players union memo mailing list in a way that was under the radar. So every time the union would send a memo, it looked like I had like convinced somebody to send it to me, and it was like even better that it just landed in the inbox. Yeah, it was pretty great.
That's a pretty nice hookup. I've always been I've always been fascinated by how media sometimes will get their info, and I feel like half of it's going to be boring. Like one of the big news breakers out there is like, well, I know Sally in accounting. That's how I got it.
Right.
Doug Christie. I have had the thought that barring him, doing something horrible, that he's probably safe for the year, if for no other reason. He's cheap, and I don't think they in the big scheme are going to ultimately care about winning games as much as they normally would. Do you have a feel for that at all? Like with Mike Woodson sitting there, with him also having the history with Scott Perry in New York, what's your feel on Doug's job security this year?
I would love to get a little more clarity on it, because I've been with you that you give him what's basically a 2-year deal. You I don't know, like, it might be tough, but I don't know that you knew it was going to be this tough. I saw the stat last night about this being the worst start since 1991.
Yeah.
And like we talked about last week, and tell me if I've missed anything. I have not tuned in to Doug's press conferences, but I also, the ones early on this season, it didn't matter if you tuned in, they were viral and they were jumping onto your social media feed. Like I said this before, I felt like the nature of his press conferences was maybe putting him more in harm's way because it's just a little dramatic and a little extra given the reality of their situation. So, but this is just on paper. My NBA reporter instincts say, okay, you got to watch this pretty closely because it's really bad. Now, I don't know how the players would potentially feel about Mike Woodson. I also don't know, Mike's not a young man, and I think he's had a few health things as far as at least moving around, and I think there's a real question. I would want clarity on like where's his motor, but this is a pretty terrible start.
Yeah, just by the way, Sam, the tone and tenor of Doug, I would say the last maybe 3 games, completely different. Yeah, I mean, there were some aggressive post games, and the last couple has been, look, he's not happy, he's not through, but it's not the same, right, Dave? Haven't you felt that?
Yes, I have, and I'll ask you both this too. We'll do a little roundtable.
Yeah,
is he being helped by being on the road?
I don't know if it's that. I don't know
as far as availability and all of
maybe.
That. Yeah,
well, as far as 100%. That's a good point. That's a matter of, I mean, there's a fairly robust local media, where at home, he's talking to Jason Anderson from the B. He's he's talking to Sean Cunningham. He's talking to Brandon Nunez and that whole group, and I think and Deuce and Mason and like or Deuce and Mo. Sorry guys, love you.
Deuce and Mason.
Just conflated them both.
It's all right. But I called Europe a country earlier, so don't worry about it. Move on.
Don't tell them. Don't snitch on me. But like you are that. Those are in Doug's mind avenues to the Kings fans. So I do wonder whose questions he's been answering. If it's the guy from the Oklahoman who wandered over to the visitors' locker room, is there the same level of accountability and kind of connection?
Yeah, and I guess that's probably more of a accurate read, but I also wondered internally, without any knowledge of this, guys, if there would
for sure if they told him to chill, like
like if Scott Perry's like, look, like it's a long season, nobody's thrilled with what we're doing, but you're good. Like expectation, he's super competitive and wants to win every game, but okay, I don't know that we could do this in game 6, game 8, game 12, like. Let's let this evolve a little bit.
Can we get like some I'm so distracted by Dave right now. Can we get like stripper music?
No, come on. It's hot in here. The way this studio is set up, the AC is right above Jason, so he's always cold. And I'm like literally sweating. And then I got to do the fat guy trick where like when I take my hoodie off, I got to hold down my shirt so you don't get a belly flash. 3. Yeah, exactly. and Sam, I don't have any info on this. I really do not. And I don't know if you do either. I would bet my house there was some sort of conversation internally after his after that big press conference.
Well, I mean, you're really good at pretending you don't know things.
Shut up. He just pulled back the sheet a little bit. Go ahead.
Well, you pulled off your shirt.
My understanding is, both are equally unpleasant to watch. I do think there was a conversation, without question, about just the idea that, for one, the opening press conference, he kind of stormed out of the room and there were no follow-up questions. And I think just in general, and this is just me talking, I mean, you already nailed it, Dave. Like, it would be okay to be like, Doug, I know how competitive you are. We can't be doing this for 82 games, especially when we're trying to work the roster out and we don't know how tough it's going to get.
Well, and on top of that, the players too. I mean, that was now again, unless you have, Sam, legitimately, I haven't heard about any player discontent yet at all. But it just seems that when
wait a minute,
huh?
You think they're happy?
No. I'm just saying I can't sit
with
here.
like Doug's comments.
Yeah, right. Or even I can't sit here. No, my point was kind of in between what the two you were saying. I legit, seriously, I have not heard like player X is unhappy with his situation, and so I haven't heard anything about that. Doesn't mean it's not true. It's just like legit. I have not heard that. But I would think if you were to pile some of those comments and press conferences together, when you've got a future first ballot Hall of Famer, DeRozan's probably a Hall of Famer, Zach LaVine, you got a lot of really proud veterans, Dennis Schroeder, on the team. That the politics of the NBA state, you can only go so far with that and be losing before you lose the locker room, no matter who you are.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm a broken record, but especially when, the optics of when and why you fired the previous coach.
Yeah.
Like, Mike Brown's press conferences couldn't hold a candle to some of Doug's when it comes to killing players.
Mm-hmm. And Mike's a lifer.
Yeah. And that was a team that had a winning record. So, you can only go so far down that road for sure.
Sam, no one expects Keegan Murray and maybe a more favorable schedule to fix 3-12, but just, I don't know, the next 15 games while they continue to sort this out, introduce Keegan back, maybe get a little bit of a break on the schedule. Just, is this more of a 3-12 team, more of a closer to below, a few games below 500 team, just a bad, like, what's your overall read on what this group really is?
I mean, of all the teams that, it's that time of year when we're trying to assess, and, I've been talking Warriors a lot on one of the stations in the Bay, and it's like roller coaster. You can't figure it out. Dave shakes his head. That's
whatever.
Great.
That's fine. Traitor ass.
But like, the Kings feel like a fairly easy team to analyze. Like, they're just not a good team. I don't see it changing. I mean, my goodness, neighbor John and I yesterday were looking at, I'm always nervous now when we bring up gambling stuff, but I glanced at the line for the Kings OKC game.
Yeah.
And we had played the game of what do you think it is? And I said 12, OKC at home. And it was 18.
Yeah, 18 and a half. Did the same thing here.
Toledo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and they covered, for the record, So, but no, they're just not a good team. And the spirit, and like you said, I haven't been around them in person lately, so I don't know exactly how the players are feeling, but I can't imagine the level of hope and optimism is very high. The Keegan thing should help, but, they're going to have to find a way to start pushing this thing towards, figuring out what the hell it is that they're trying to build.
Sam Amick joining us. I'm still, ever since we started this conversation, I'm trying to think of like what is a fairly recent comparison when it comes to a team. This is not the Kings. Are what's even more frustrating to me is the Kings are not the Wizards. They're not the Nets. They're not one of these teams that is either devoid of talent or has a lot of talent that ain't ready yet. And I'm part of me is like, okay, what about maybe like last year's Suns? A team that sucked but had talent on it. And I think there's an argument, not to further depress people, but other than maybe you could make an argument for the Pelicans with their pick encumbered this year to Atlanta and that horrific fireable offense by Joe Dumars trade, I don't know there's many, if any, teams in a worse position as we speak with the Kings. They're also the third oldest team in the NBA, Sam. So you said, well, they're a bad team. It's a really easy team to analyze. I agree, but I think the next the headline, the sub-headline is they're a really bad team that has talent, but is maybe one of the worst mixes of talent we've seen in recent NBA history.
Yeah, I mean, even the Suns example that you bring up, I don't hate it, but they won a whole lot more games than this team. They actually didn't have as many names on their team as this. That's what's crazy. Like this team has names, like big time. Yesterday happened to notice during the game, Malik's driving to the hoop and you're in that mentality of like Malik would look great on a bunch of other teams. He would have an impact, and that's the case for a lot of these guys. So yeah, I mean it's and the part where I do think it's not a matter of it maybe being a powder keg, but where I just think that it's got to be so challenging for all of them in the room is that goes back to it's one thing if it's a bunch of guys who aren't really, who aren't even sure they should be in the NBA. These are guys we've talked about that might be headed for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So the level of pride and competitiveness and dissatisfaction with this kind of basketball life has got to be miserable. I mean, even Russ, he's on the one hand happy to be not out of the league, but clearly good enough to play for, at least half the teams in the league, if not more. And, his efforts are not leading to win. So it might be the most unique collection I've ever seen.
Sam, I know we've got like a minute or two. This answer may not, may need more time than that. But just your thought on, I know Coach Kerr, a few others have talked about the rash of injuries and maybe a reasoning as to why it's still early in the info on all this kind of stuff. Do you have any read on why you think maybe there's a higher volume of early season injuries?
I mean, I'm buying what Steve's selling when it comes to the data-driven discussion about the way the game has changed, and that what his commentary does check out with the research when you talk about time or space covered by players in today's game in terms of speed, the up and down nature of things. That it is a recent uptick, kind of the Pacers effect, if you will. Teams trying to get out and go, almost like the Denver Nuggets back in the 80s, and that combined with the size and the speed and the athleticism, it's you're having a lot of these soft tissue injuries. And Tom Haberstroh from Yahoo Sports had a good stat this week about how 56% of what he's deeming as all-star level players are available right now, and that's an absurd number, and that's players who were all-stars within the past 3 years. Just almost half of the league's best players not available. So I am starting to, I know we got to go. I'm starting to have more of the opinion that I think the league really should figure out how to be creative. I mean, if the NFL can print money with 17 games, I don't buy the fact that the mere act of going from 82 to something less than that definitely means you lose revenue. I think you need to get more creative and find ways to fix that. But then you have the whole discussion about historical context and stats, and there's a lot of layers to it. But it certainly does seem like guys are getting beat up because of the way they're playing.
20 years ago today, the 2005-06 season, there were 5 teams averaging over 100 points a game, with the lowest being the Blazers at 88.8. Through this season, there are 10 teams averaging over 120 points per game, with the lowest scoring team, the New Orleans Pelicans, at 109. By the way, that 109 the Pelicans are scoring, that would have been almost a full point ahead of second place 20 years ago. So does seem to check out, even though that surface, Sam, game's faster and crazier, just like you in your old age. Sam Amick with The Athletic.
Wow.
Enjoy your coffee.
Man.
More dog next time, please, the chat line is saying. And your
okay, say hello, Willow. There she is.
Hypoallergenic dog. And we'll talk to you next week, brother. See you.
See y'all.
All right, Sam Amick, we'll take a break. When we come back, 4 down territory. Thursday Night Football tonight, Week 12?
Can you believe that?
Oh, come on.
Unbelievable.
It's almost over.
It's almost Thanksgiving.
It's pretty much July.
Pretty much.
We'll get to that next.
Stay up to date on Sacramento sports. Join the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. For your Thursday, plan for a wet morning commute. We will expect the steadiest rain to move through early morning, and then into the midday and afternoon, we'll see occasional showers. Temperatures today cool with highs in the upper 50s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
The Honda 2025 Accord Pilot and Ridgeline Clearance Event is underway right now at Elk Grove Honda, and that means savings for you. Right now is the right time to save. Come see us at Elk Grove Honda, Highway 99 at Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda. This message comes from Viking. Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
At Bank of America, we asked our people, how do you take ownership of your career?
I'm able to grow my way by putting the priorities that I have for my career first.
I thrive on being a leader who's behind the team, not in front of the team.
Every few years, I'm being re-energized because I get to do something different and learn something new.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
For over 90 years, Hagen Oaks has partnered with the biggest brands in golf to bring cutting-edge technology to your game. Our one-of-a-kind total game fitting offers a level of experience and precision that is unmatched. From driver to putter, footwear to golf balls, our TrackMan-powered performance studios, 3D footwear scanner, and Ping's Ballnamic ball fitting kiosk ensure every piece of your gear is tailored to your swing. Trust the experts at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Total game fitting starts here.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, what's happening for the Black Friday sales event?
We have the best savings yet on new 2025 Ram 1500 Tradesman Crew Cabs, starting at only $34,995 with up to $12,500 off MSRP, or save thousands with $5,250 off MSRP and 0% financing for 72 months.
And did I hear you got the Hemi back?
Yep, we have 450 new Rams available, including the 5.7-liter Hemi, and we have 40 Hemis in stock. Plus, with our award-winning customer service, you won't find a better combination of selection, service, and savings than at Hoblet Dodge.
Search, select, and save at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$12,500 total net savings on select new 2025 Ram 1500 after $7,250 factory rebates and $5,250 dealer discounts. Rebates include $2,000 select inventory cash, $500 on the job upfit, must show eligible upfit. $34,995 net price after rebates. VIN number 170493. 0% financing for well-qualified buyers on approved credit through Stellantis Financial. Must have 720 plus FICO score. $13.89 per thousand borrowed. See dealer for details.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This holiday season, create a fun and joy-filled memory for you and your loved ones. Come light the world and help others in need through the Giving Machine, November 17th through December 8th at the Galleria Mall in Roseville, and in Modesto at Valley Fair Mall, November 21st through December 12th. Choose local charities in your community or global charities worldwide. Feel the joy of Christmas. Go to GivingMachineGreaterSacramentoModesto.org.
Hello, Sacramento. I'm Emran Pilati, owner of True Sports Cards and Collectible Store here in Rockland, California, and the host of the True Sports Cards Show that airs right here on Sactown Sports 1140 every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m., where we discuss the latest trends, hottest products, and deliver exclusive interviews with other industry leaders. And don't forget to visit our shop, True Sports Cards, at 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland, and see what we have for all your sports card and memorabilia needs.
Carmichael Dave. He just has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say. He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
So we always like to go behind the scenes. This one's funny, though, and playing the others aren't. Jason, we always talk about a shared workspace with other shows, but this is also a shared workspace between you and I in here. And we're not like the husband and wife thing where we have thermostat wars. Like, we're both very respectful.
Yeah.
But where you sit is right underneath the air conditioning vent and you're in frozen land.
Right now, I was, for sure.
You'll see that you're in a hoodie. I have taken off.
Yeah.
I took off my hoodie.
And we're like 4 feet apart.
We're 4 feet apart, but it's like 10 degrees warmer. I was literally sweating.
Yes.
And not fat guy sweat. Like, it was very hot over here, and I had to remove some clothing.
Yeah.
Hello. Thus the Rejoiner song. Thank you, Nelly and Chris. And then you and I, we've been here for years, just discovered that the vent, we can move the venties.
Yeah.
What are those even called? Blinds?
Slats?
I
don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But we went to the break, and you said, well, I turned the thermostat down. And I said, just put your arm out. And I touched it. You could not believe how cold I was.
You were basically a cadaver.
I was freezing.
And then it got really cold in here during the break, even though I turned it up. And then I put on my headphones, and my headphones were cold.
Yeah.
So for me, right this second in this seat is perfect.
Yeah, I'm good right now.
So maybe we found it.
And you turned it up.
Yes.
You had it at like 64.
I didn't mean to.
But I think the 64 was directly on me.
Yeah.
You took your sweatshirt off during the interview.
It was
And it's weird. Literally, during Kings games, I sit there. Henry's over. He's like, it's freezing in here. I'm like, I'll raise it. I'm good.
Right.
But it's the difference here is crazy.
And I think that if we are talking like we're married, I do think you are the member of this marriage that runs a little warmer.
I guess.
Because when you go to New Orleans, you always say, like, it doesn't bother me. Like, it's hot, but
it bothers me.
And me, I'm like, well,
go get there and get the ball there.
But even in the summertime, like, you
That's
like
when
it.
I go.
You like, but I'm saying you like.
Go get there and get the ball there.
I'm like, hey, give me high 60s, low 70s.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Oh, yeah,
And
I
your
don't mind
perfect
the heat.
weather's in the 80s. 90s.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
90s was warm, but yeah. Sunny. You don't want sun, though.
I don't.
I like the sun.
Yesterday was perfect.
Yesterday was great. It was. I have a little space heater in the back. I even turned my little space heater while I was sitting out there watching the game. Got a little
on TV 6.
It's a little. It's like a little square that's on the ground. Heat rises and all that. The problem with that though is that when the dogs are outside, Gus is the only one smart enough to know where the warmth is. Like I've literally Nacho will be the little chewiener will sit outside with me while I'm watching the games, and she's like a foot away from me doing this, like she is freaking shivering. I physically picked her up and put her next to the space heater, not enough to burn her, but closer, and like I'll pet her and be like, "Hey, it's warm," and she'll stay there for 5 seconds, and then she goes back to her little spot. Gus is the only smart one, and he'll come right up between my feet and the space heater, and he'll plunk right down, and I'll put my arm around him sometimes and like scratch his belly, and it's actually really not burning hot, but he likes it warm. He knows where to get. There's a problem with that though. Space heater at my feet, dog at my feet. I'm here watching the games. Anyone who's ever owned a French Bulldog knows one of the signature things about Frenchies is they're incredibly gassy. So he's just sitting there, and the heat's coming up, and then all of a sudden I'm like, Jesus, Lord of gosh, what in God's name did you eat? And he's like, butt, poop in the backyard. What do you want from me, dude?
Meanwhile, Gracie's looking for a skunk.
What'd you have, Gus? Burger. Okay. Anyways, so.
Burger.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? 4 down territory. First down, please. Chris Verlod, take it away.
Bills favored by 6 tonight at Texans. Do they cover?
I think so. I'm guessing the Bills flipped a switch last week, number one. Number two, I believe there's no C.J. Stroud tonight.
You don't believe in Davis Mills?
I believe in Davis Mills. That's a song. Not that, but you get him. No, I don't.
I believe in a thing called love.
Thank you. Was that what, Steel Dragon?
No, that was...
no, it was the band that...
Yes.
They're a fun band.
Yes.
Yeah. Steel Panther?
No.
Okay.
Savage Garden.
It was Savage Garden. No, I don't believe in Davis Mills.
Oh, man, they are yelling at us in the chat.
Are they?
I'm guessing they are.
Yeah, they will be in a second. I don't believe in Davis Mills. I don't even like Davis Mills. You know what? Puppy, not a great nickname for him either.
They're not the lightness.
The darkness. Damn it. Back to you.
I'm going to take Texans. Covering, keeping it close. Thursday night.
Okay.
Yeah, Bills win.
Wow, we're into betting. 1-800-GAMBLER. By the way, I forgot to tell you guys 2 hours ago, went downstairs to get some M&Ms. Big Boss is in there
already.
Shows on. He was in there like 6:30. Shows on his TV.
Man, that's pressure.
Every morning, dude. That's like 3 mornings in a row he's had the show on his television.
He's a fan.
You know what? Pat, Tom, and Cody do a show in the mornings.
Who?
Pat and Cody. Tom used to.
Yeah, but is it on
YouTube?
Stream that on
they have
YouTube?
a camera in there. I don't know why.
Are you trying to lose our audience?
No, I'm just saying, like, Mix 96. I
They're playing Christmas songs.
I feel
now.
a little more, a little intimidation. Yeah, a little scene.
Okay.
Anyways, how you doing, Jim? Second down.
Better conference, AFC or NFC?
Yeah, I've been thinking about this one all morning.
Have you?
I kind of have. Here, because this reminds me kind of of the NBA back in the day where it was like the Western Conference, which has been over the last, let's say, 40 years, the more dominant conference usually. But like when the Bulls and Jordan were in their run, like the Western Conference was insanely better, but the Bulls win the championship every year. Like I feel like when you look, just for example, when you look at the Broncos and Patriots are the top 2 teams by record, then the Eagles, Rams, Colts, there's a decent mixture. But I look at the top of the AFC and I look at the NFC and I go, I think the AFC is better, but I think the Eagles are the best team. So as a conference, then again, Jason, the bottom 4 teams in the NFC are a combined 10 and 32, I think. But the bottom 5 in the AFC are combined 10 and 32. So my point is, I'll say AFC, but barely.
Yeah, I say AFC too, and I guess I just go back to quarterbacks. I just think the best quarterbacks, the elite quarterbacks, are in the AFC, and I trust that more. So that's where I'd lean AFC.
Okay, all right. We both lean AFC.
Yeah.
Third down.
1 week from today, we will have Thanksgiving NFL games. Which is better, NFL on Thanksgiving or on Christmas?
NFL on Thanksgiving, NBA on Christmas. That's
NFL on Thanksgiving is greater than NFL on
Yes,
Christmas to me.
I
There's
agree.
been more of a consistent lifetime watch. And part of it, too, is maybe it's been a drawback for some, but the consistency of it always being the Lions and always being the Cowboys. Now there's been a third game for years, but the NBA doesn't always have the same teams. There's a lot of the NFL, on Christmas doesn't always have the same teams at play. So, yeah, I think it's better on Thanksgiving. It's just always on at Christmas. I don't know that it's always on at our house for Thanksgiving.
I'm with you. It's just I don't want. There's too much stuff going on Christmas.
Yeah.
Incidentally, Green Bay at Detroit, Kansas City at Dallas, Cincinnati at Baltimore are your Thanksgiving games. And then the Bears at Philadelphia on Friday.
Oh.
The beginning of the season, that Cincy-Baltimore game probably looked incredible.
Probably, you're 100% right. Incidentally as well, your Christmas games, Dallas at Washington, Detroit at Minnesota, Denver at Kansas City's playing on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Well, and did I also say Detroit as well was playing on Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
right?
They always are.
Yeah, you're right. So, Detroit and KC kind of getting the short end of the stick there. Yeah, and I think that should be, again, another thing I would want my president to run on. Executive order, only football on Thanksgiving, only basketball on Christmas. I'd vote for that.
Okay.
Fourth down.
The Cleveland Browns are going with Shedeur Sanders as their starting quarterback. That will make him the 42nd different starter since 1999.
Insane.
In football's most important position, why have the Browns failed so miserably to land a permanent QB?
Well, I would put an asterisk there. They did land a permanent QB. They drafted him number 1 in the NFL.
Oh, Tim Couch?
He is currently leading the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to a fine record.
Johnny Manziel?
Baker.
Oh, he was the number 1.
Mayfield, who is expecting a second child, by the way. Congratulations, Baker. Baker's got one in the oven. Anyways, but Chef Boyardee, that is terrible.
He has 11 more to be Baker's dozen.
Yes. So they got Baker Mayfield, they screwed it up. But other than that, stinky poo.
Yeah, it's just they can't find that QB. That's the magic position. And I I don't know if that guy who had that jersey that had all the names has updated it, but I hope he does.
That's a nightgown by now. It can't be a jersey. That's got to go to the ankles.
Snuggie.
We'll take a break. When we come back, what's hot, what's not. We'll recap 3 in the Key. We'll do a 3 in the Key for tonight's Kings Grizzlies. All coming up right after this.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
It's that time for me to tell you about Jonathan Gonzalez and Gonzalez Law. He is a lawyer in downtown Sacramento. I've had the opportunity to meet him several times, had lunch, a couple lunches with him, played golf with him. He's a great guy, and he's really good at his job. Now, why might you need Jonathan Gonzalez? Well, sometimes people need representation for a variety of things, and there's a lot of people that have been asking about this expungement, and that's something that he does. This is something that he has specialized in for many, many years and has helped people get things off of their record that has kept them from certain opportunities. So why wouldn't you want that if you needed that? If you're in a spot where maybe you need representation for a wrongful termination case, maybe it's a sexual harassment case, could be an auto accident you've been through. There's a wide variety of reasons why you might need representation. So why not have someone that's local, who's qualified, who wants to work with people here, and has done a great job of that? Well, that's Gonzalez Law, Jonathan Gonzalez, SacLegalDefense.com, 916-304-9187. Again, it's 916-304-9187.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Get more value for your money with the new owners at Elk Grove Chevrolet. Right now, supplier pricing is available to everyone, making it easier than ever to drive home in your dream car. Check out the amazing Black Friday specials online, like up to $11,000 off the 2025 Silverado 1500. Choose from a wide selection of new and used Chevrolets, plus flexible financing and expert maintenance. Visit them today and experience the difference. MyElkGroveChevrolet.com, where savings and service come standard.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BOOST25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code BOOST25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
This holiday season, a little care goes a long way for your community and for your Toyota. Bring an unwrapped toy to a participating Toyota service center and help a child in need through the California Highway Patrol's Toy Drive, Chips for Kids. And as our way of saying thanks, enjoy $20 off your next Toyota service, now through December 10th. Give joy, get joy, and keep the season shining bright, exclusively at participating Toyota service centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota. Toyota and Scion owners only. Toy value must be at least $10. Some restrictions apply. See a participating dealer for details.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder, thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration.
Thunder.
The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
What's hot, what's not? Brought to you by American Energy Home Pros, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergy.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Who's hot? Not that kid who fell out of the treehouse.
Hey,
Jeez.
watch it.
The New York Knicks.
Oh.
They are 9-4. They just beat the Dallas Mavericks 113-111.
Weird call at the end of the game. It was the right call, though.
Won a road game.
Did you see that call?
Mm-hmm. I like that call.
It was a good call.
Very good call.
But, man.
If it happened to us.
Wouldn't like that call. Conspiracy. All right. Well, so they're you're saying they're hot, huh?
Yeah, they won the game.
Okay. What else?
What else? What?
They're hot because they won a game?
Yeah,
that made them hot?
They got above 500.
How about, there's like 9 other things that are hotter in the NBA than the Knicks. You chose the Knicks because they won?
It's not who is the hottest and who is
just
the
who's
hottest.
Hot? Hey,
who's hottest?
Bulls won a game last night. They're hot. I don't know. Thunder are kind of hot.
Yeah.
You know. How about Nikola Vucevic?
Game winner.
Who's hotter, the Thunder or Sam Presti? For you, personally.
Sam Presti. I think they should be the Oklahoma City Presties. Mm-hmm. And their logo is like just some glasses because they're nerds.
Nerds.
They're kind of nerds. Nikola Vucevic of the Bulls is the only NBA center in the last 20 years to hit a game-winning three-pointer in the final 5 seconds twice in the same season. You know the last one was?
Brad Miller.
I don't know. I don't. That's a really good guess. Who's not?
The New York Knicks.
Wait,
I see. Okay.
They won the game, but they were 12 of 42 from the three-point line, 9 of 35 from free throws.
What?
They are the first team in NBA history to miss 30 or more threes and 15 or more free throws, but still win in regulation.
The hell they did? What were they from the line again?
19 of 35.
Well, they said 9.
I thought he said 9 too.
Yeah.
Either way, splits of 44, 29, and 54. And
Well,
still
they won.
won. Well, we were pulling for the Mavs in that one.
Sure.
Big Mavs fans we are. A lot of people are asking if there's some reports
Called
out there.
me old-fashioned, but I don't think you should be cheering for other teams until after November.
Is that a thing? Is that like don't wear white after Labor Day?
Mm-hmm. Maybe even January?
What was I going to say?
Some people.
Oh, Anthony Davis. Kings.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're
well,
saying
they might be. It said the Kings and another team, or I don't know. It's just some stupid report, but it's getting traction. If the Kings trade for Anthony, I just want to say this, and I want to mark it. If the Kings trade for Anthony Davis, I hate the world.
Okay.
If the Kings trade for Anthony, I'm sure it's not true. I'm 95% sure it's not.
The only thing I would say, without even knowing any more than just that, is what's his contract?
That's what I'm looking up now. Wow, the Mavs are the 4th highest payroll in the league.
That's a bad sign.
54 this year, 58 next year, 62 on a player option the year after.
No, thank you. If it was ending this year,
Yes.
I wouldn't love it,
Yes.
but it'd be like, okay, I get the philosophy.
If it was ending this year, I would actually be for that trade.
Okay.
But are you freaking kidding me? No. But I understand why Kings fans are a little nervous about that because, hey, he's a name. Let's grab him. Let's just make it all, names. And then he plays 4 games. All right. Hey, let's. I don't know why all that made me sad. Let's get to 3 in the key. That'll make me happy. I think I swept it, by the way. Once again, the Kings played the Oklahoma City Thunder. Oh my God, feels like they played them 90 times this year. I wish that I could stick my head in the toilet. It didn't rhyme with. Oh my God.
I mean, you can. What's stopping you?
Like right now, but I have to do the show. But that's what it feels like. It feels like I'm sticking my head in the toilet watching those games.
Well, let's see how we did on our predictions. Our first category yesterday, guys, was the high point score for OKC and Sacramento. Dave, you said SGA would get 36, LaVine 22. I said SGA 34, LaVine 27. Chris said SGA 28, Westbrook 21. The correct answer was SGA 33. So I was one off there. And Schroeder 21. Chris said the right number or the wrong person.
I think you get a half point.
Okay.
I think you get a half point.
Next up, the Kings' leading bench rebounder. Both you and Chris said Eubanks. Eubanks 8 for you. Eubanks 7 for Chris. He started.
Yeah, I was screwed there.
I said Nick Clifford would get 6. The correct answer was Schroeder with 5. Schroeder.
Wow, yeah. Is Dennis Schroeder the Kings' best player?
Next up, the random prediction that you had, Dave. You said it would be a wire-to-wire win for OKC.
I thought I had it. They jumped out to that 5-0 run.
And you were rooting for that?
No, I just thought I had it. I wasn't rooting for it completely. And no.
I said Russell Westbrook would get a technical foul.
Nope.
Did not happen. Chris said there would be 2 technical fouls in the game. It did not happen. We need to be better today. So we got a chance to do that, though.
Okay.
Ready?
Here we go. Kings are on at 5 p.m. tonight. It's early starting, so don't be late. If they lose tonight to the Memphis Grizzlies, that will bring the count to 8. Thank you. I thought I did better. First one was,
not good. That was better, though.
Not my best ever.
Yeah.
Second one was fun. Nothing rhymes with Hasseltine.
Yeah.
You're thinking, aren't you?
I am.
You are.
I've had better.
Wow.
Keegan Murray's return tonight. We're assuming.
So
you could make a different pick, but Keegan Murray's points tonight.
I'll say 8.
I said 11.
14.
Wow. Confidence.
Kings first points of the game scored. Kings the last points of the game scored.
First points in the game will be DeMar DeRozan. Last points in the game. You know what? Let's make it a sandwich. DeMar DeRozan.
I'm going to say Zach LaVine first, Monk last.
I'm going to say Keegan first.
Oh, they go to him first.
Wow.
DeRozan last.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
And then the random stat that you are picking to happen in today's game.
I will say that the Kings will not cover the spread tonight.
Which was?
I think Memphis favored by 2.5.
Okay. Mine is the Kings will miss 2 free throws in one sequence in the second half. You know what that means in Memphis? Free Chick-fil-A. Fans are getting Chick-fil-A
Really?
tonight. Yeah, Kings will miss 2. At some point, they've been doing that a lot. They had a bad free throw shooting night last night. So
Can I just say...
it's only the second half. That's kind of bad.
I'm going to say 2 things. Number 1, I think Fremont makes pizza greater than sign. Secondly, I've been to Chick-fil-A many times. I enjoy Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is very good.
It is very good. Also, a little overrated for me. A little over. I'm just saying it has an almost religious cult following. It's not really a cult following anymore. It's huge. It's good. Really, I get the one hand wave.
You know, if what they charge for one Chick-fil-A sandwich, they charge for 2, I'd be all about it.
I thought you'd like Chick-fil-A because they have a thing where they franchise, but the only way you can get a franchise is you have to work your way up from the bottom. Like, you can't be like rich guy who comes and buys 7 franchises. I like that. I like
so
that.
You thought I would like Chick-fil-A?
Well, because they elevate the working man or woman. Share the wealth. You like that.
Chris, what's your random stat?
My random stat is that we will get a beam lighting tonight.
Oh, is the beam even on? Like, when they light it, is there going to be like one of them old Model Ts? Yeah. They have to like turn the crank on it, like on the front of the car to get it going.
Not sure. It's been a long time.
Who is this is for you 40 and overs? Who is less busy these days? Who's more bored right now? The Sacramento Kings beam lighter or the Maytag repairman? Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember he was always bored?
Oh, yeah.
Who was that guy that played him, the actor? You remember who I'm talking about? Was that the guy from WKRP?
Gordon Jump.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Did you just pull Gordon Jump out of your rear? Hold on. Oh, my God. And he's been dead 22 years. Wow.
That's Mr. Carlson, right?
Yeah, it is
Carlson,
absolutely. Yeah, Arthur Big Guy Carlson.
I pay my taxes.
Good for you. That is it.
G-Jump.
Wow. I remember when I was driving around listening to WKRP back when I was a kid.
You remember when our boss thought their stunt was real?
I forgot about that.
Oh, yes.
The famous turkey episode where the turkeys were falling out of the what was it? He thought it was real, or he thought they could fly. What was it?
He thought it was a real stunt that a radio station
did.
That
a real radio station did, and not WKRP's famous turkey. If you don't know it, just go to YouTube and WKRP.
And we blew his mind. Wait, what? That was a TV show?
Well, because he just kind of let that go and said it, and then we moved on for a second. I think, Chris, you and I looked at each other and was like, oh, we can't let this go. Dude, you think that was real? Because I remember when I was a kid driving around listening to WKRP with my dad, and we were driving around.
All the driving you did.
All the driving we did. All right, 4 times the charm. Let's talk about my friends at Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. They're driving to fall sales event. $13,000 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 2500 heavy duty of your dreams. Listen, you're not going to find a better selection of Ram heavy duties at prices like these anywhere in California. Nowhere. Maybe not even in the whole world. I mean, that's just my opinion. Hundreds of new Rams available. More arriving every day. There's a reason they're consistently one of the top Ram dealers, not just in California, but all of the United States. Come see the Hoblet difference and get that big city selection and savings with the small town feel. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. We'll take a break. Let's preview tonight's Kings Grizzlies. And we'll get some post-game reaction as well if we have time from Kings Thunder last night. We'll do all that next.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sacramento, the wait is over. The all-new Hard Rock Sports Bar is here at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. Enjoy the ultimate 24/7 sports watching destination with 20 big screens with all the action for the premier game day experience. There's no other place you'd want to be to watch all the games with you and your friends. Now open at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Sacramento at Fire Mountain. For more details, visit casino.hardrock.com/Sacramento.
Sacramento, the stages are heating up, and Sactown Sports has your tickets to the biggest live shows coming your way. Kick things off with hometown favorite Tyler Rich, bringing that California country sound to Ace of Spades on November 22nd. Then crank it up with Spike and the Gimme Gimmes, the punk rock supergroup that knows how to throw a party, November 29th, also at Ace of Spades. Need a laugh? Don't miss comedy legend Mike Epps, live December 5th at Hard Rock Live Sacramento. He's guaranteed to have you rolling. And keep the music going with rising country star Larry Fleet, December 6th at Ace of Spades. Smooth vocals, killer songs, and all the good vibes. Then mark your calendar for Brooks and Dunn, April 25th, 2026 at the Nugget Casino Resort in Reno. It's going to be neon lights, boots, and big hits. Catch all the action on the Sactown Sports live events calendar at SactownSports.com and keep your weekend's game time ready.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Your home for Kings basketball for over 25 seasons.
Hammer time thrown down by the league. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Hey, Sam, crazy. What? That's my prerogative. You can leave the music up. Set the screen. Well, not that family member. Good morning.
Hello.
Hey, we're playing you tonight.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Who would have known?
Who's worse, us or you? Eric Hasseltine, voice of the Grizzlies.
He's live on air.
Seriously? I mean, you just called me live on air to put me on the spot right now.
He knows. He knows.
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm just saying we're both. Hey, how about this? Hey, both teams are having struggles right now. Is there a bright side there for the Memphis Grizzlies? As Eric Hasseltine, the voice of the Memphis Grizzlies, joins us for a quick preview of tonight's matchup. You're on with Jason Ross.
Look at Jason Ross. How are you?
I'm great, Eric. How are you?
I don't know. I don't know how you work in that circus with the clown that's next to you. It's ridiculous.
Can I just point out how good of a guy Jason is? Like after I asked you that, I talked to Eric before. Okay. I said I want to surprise Jason, but Jason being the
I was nervous.
Let's not go over that speed bump. Jason stops and goes, Eric, you're live on the air, thinking maybe I was setting you up. What a great friend.
He is. He is a great friend.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
You know, it's tough. Both teams are going, obviously, through their struggles. So for the Grizzlies, it's primarily injury-based, where you basically don't have any depth at your point guard position. The new system is one they're taking a minute to get adjusted to. It's different. They use multiple substitutions throughout the game. It's kind of a different way than a lot of coaches go, and so some of the guys are taking a minute to get adjusted to it. Zach Edey returning made a difference, clearly, but after he returns 7 minutes into the game in Cleveland, Ja Morant strains his calf, and you're already missing Ty Jerome, who was one of your big offseason signings to give depth at point guard, and the other point guard / scoring guard that can play both on and off the ball, Scottie Pippen, has been out since training camp with a toe injury, and he'll be out till January. So as Tuomas Isolo said to me the other night, we're asking guys to play positions they've never played. They had no intentions of playing Vince Williams Jr. at point guard this season. That was not part of the plan. That had to be adjusted on the fly when you had all four of your point guards go down. Cam Spencer, who's played a little point guard, is more of an off-ball guy, spot-up shooter. And, do that, stand in the corner, hit a couple of threes here or there type thing that every team likes to have. But now you're asking him to play the toughest position in the game. So if I looked at the rosters, to be fair and honest, I think the Kings have more accomplished players, more depth of guys with experience. Part of that is because that it goes into the injury factor. Brandon Clark's still out. He hasn't played this season. So missing Keegan Murray for you guys was huge. I mean, obviously there are reports he may come back tonight. Sabonis poses a problem whenever he's there. Obviously he didn't play last night, and then we're waiting for the injury report to see if he'll go tonight. And the bad news got worse for the Grizzlies was Jaren Jackson turned an ankle in the Grizzlies' last game. He played through it, but he's doubtful for tonight. So, when you're missing your top guys, it becomes a problem. But, a lot of the Grizzlies' problems stem with the adjustment to this new system. Whether it's going to work or not, time will tell. It's kind of based in a European philosophy of multiple guys playing every night for the same amount of minutes, shorter, more intense minute stretches. But I just don't know, guys, to be honest, if that really works here in America as it does in Europe. The old saying is, it's not about X's and O's in the NBA. It's about Jimmies and Joes. And if you got the Jimmies and the Joes, you got a chance. And the Grizzlies certainly have a couple of those, but if they're not on the floor together a lot, it changes the complexion. The coach has his philosophy. He's going to ride with it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, then he'll either have to make an adjustment or answer the questions that come with it. He seems pretty steadfast that this will work, and he believes that, and he's trying to impose, to get his team to believe that as well. And NBA players are creatures of habit. There's obviously been some pushback. You guys have seen the reports and the things going on here, and I don't think it's as much complaints about minutes as it's about, hey, when are we maximizing our time with our best players? And at one point early in the season, if you go to NBA.com, you've got 2-man rotations. And the 13th most used duo in terms of being on the court together, the 13th most minutes were Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson. And that raised an eyebrow. People felt like you can't do that. You got to have that be your second or third most. If you want to minimize the time when both of them are out, then I understand that. But you need them to play together to have the best possible outcome out there. In other people's opinions, the coach obviously has his way of doing things. He brings subs in relatively early, and Jaren Jackson Jr. would be subbed out tonight if he were playing, around the 8-minute mark, and that's pretty early. He's not a guy that rides, a hot streak. Cedric Coward had 8 straight points, but his minute time came up, and he came out of the game. And so that's where people are kind of pushing back a little, but, it's been successful for him, and it's how he understands the game, and he's very intelligent, so he's going to ride with it. And when you're not winning, obviously, as you guys know, everything gets magnified. Every problem becomes bigger, every gripe becomes louder, and every fan becomes more angry. What they are seeing isn't, in their eyes, working, and so you got to make a change. And I also believe if you start thinking like fans, you'll be a fan. You won't be employed as a coach or a general manager anytime soon. So I hate to say who's worst. I know that I haven't done a deep dive yet today into the Kings schedule. Grizzlies' schedule's been brutal, and we knew it would be brutal. They had a stretch of home games, but they faced a lot of good teams, and they faced a lot of good teams on the road, and they paid the price for that. It's going to lighten up a little bit. They'll still have some heavy road action. They don't have but more than 5 games after tonight at home until Christmas. So you better learn how to win on the road, because you can put yourself in a position where you're really having to, play top tier basketball to get yourself back into contention for even a play-in tournament spot. And you're probably doing it shorthanded up until, January. So is that even feasible in the Western Conference? We'll wait and see.
Eric, with the amount of injuries that you address that this team has had, that can give the organization an opportunity to see other people. Has there been someone or a couple that, based on the opportunity, has been a nice shining star, a bright spot for you guys?
Well, I think Cedric Coward has proven that they made a good choice in moving up to get him, a young man out of Fresno that started small college, then went to Eastern Washington, went to Washington State, and only played, I think, 6 games last year. And so you really didn't know what you had. And he's on a minutes restriction right now, too, as is Zach Edey. So that also kind of compounds that rotational issue that we just discussed. But everybody's been raving about him wildly. I think Draymond Green yesterday even compared him to Kawhi Leonard, which I think is a tad unfair to the young man because of how good Kawhi Leonard became. But he said a young Kawhi Leonard, the skill sets are similar. Coward may be a better shooter at this point. Leonard may have been a better on-ball defender, a little bit bigger, but he's good. He's really good, and he's got a chance to have a really nice career. Cam Spencer has come in and made big shots, and he's just got to get better on the defensive end, but you didn't know that he would have the confidence that he has, and he's a willing shooter. Other than that, you really haven't had a chance to see guys you didn't know. Javon Small, their other rookie, a second-round pick out of West Virginia, was playing well at times, but then had those rookie struggles at times at the point guard position, but he's out with turf toe. So I wouldn't say anybody's necessarily just completely blown them away. I think Vince Williams getting more comfortable at point guard over the last couple ball games has been a more pleasant surprise. He's missed a lot of time the last season and a half with injuries, and that was coming off that injury-plagued season where he finally got a chance to play, played his way out of a two-way deal into a full-time contract, and then he comes back ready to take the next steps, and he missed almost all of last year. I mean, he didn't play a lot. So for him to be able to step in and try to facilitate the offense, it's a tough job, and I think he's done a solid job at it, as good as you possibly can. But the fact of the matter is, you guys know this, you need a guy to get your offense going, and Ja was a little frustrated. We all heard the comments. We all know what happened and what he said and how he handled it, and that's how he wants to go about things. That's fine. He's more, I think, a little flustered with there wasn't a lot of space. Part of that is because without Zach Edey, teams didn't really have a reason to pack the paint. The Grizzlies didn't have a back-to-the-basket guy. Jock Landale did what he could, but what I've seen throughout Ja's career is when new guys come play with him, and that's what Jock Landale was, you don't expect the ball when you should be expecting the ball, and it's through any fault of their own. They've never played with a guy that can seemingly suspend himself in midair, and if a second defender comes in to contest the shot, he has the wherewithal and vision to throw a pass. Well, a lot of times that pass doesn't get caught because you're not expecting the pass. The bigs will turn and look for a rebound, or someone will be vacating a spot where they were open at beyond the three-point line to try to crash the glass. But Ja's got that gift of being able to do things other people can't. And so that takes time. It took Zach Edey time last year. We saw a lot of that in the early part of the season where a pass would come in and Zach's turning to look up at the rim and then sees it out of the corner of his eye and has to make an incredible catch on what is a very good pass, but because of your positioning, it makes it a tougher pass to catch. So, look, the offense is based on, fast and speed kills, but if you're not getting into a groove both on the offensive and defensive end, then it's hard when you're pulling the ball out of the net or you're bringing in new guys. And I think that's the one thing I've seen the most that I hope gets cleaned up with more being a more sense of being comfortable out there. When you bring in three guys, you got to know who you have. In the game against San Antonio, there were more than one occasion where guys came in and there was a defensive breakdown on the immediate possession because guys were not in the right spot. They didn't have the right spacing defensively or had the wrong guy. And that falls on all ends. You got to know when you come in, where am I supposed to be? What position am I in? When you're rotating guys in and out like that, they get in, the play starts happening, and you just start going, and you got to remember what the assignment is, so to speak. So I think that's kind of part of the learning curve. It's just tough that, as you guys know, there's no moral victories in the NBA. You come up on the wrong end of the scoreboard, you could have played your best basketball of the year, and you're still flustered. And I thought in Cleveland the other day, on Sunday, the Grizzlies played 3.5 of the best quarters we saw. The final 6 minutes, they struggled. Donovan Mitchell gets going because of it, and you come away with a loss that at the end of the game looks a lot more lopsided than the game really was. And then take the San Antonio game, their last one. They're up by 101-100, and they don't score for the final 3.5 minutes, and they lose by 10. That game was obviously a lot closer than that. But the breakdowns at the end, missed shots, a couple of defensive assignments that got jumbled a little bit, and guys got open looks, and they made them. And on that note, the Grizzlies have not particularly shot the ball well from beyond the arc. You lose a Luke Kennard, you lose a Desmond Bane, and that takes away those types of guys that are, when the ball leaves their hands, you feel like it's going in. Now guys have to find that consistency, find that rhythm, and earn other teams' respect, because teams are clearly saying, well, if that beats us, that beats us. You're not going to beat us by Ja getting to the rim. We're going to pack the paint. You're not going to beat us by Jaren squaring somebody up from 15, 16 feet out. We're going to bring help at every turn. And so I see improvement. The record obviously doesn't completely show that, but I do see improvement. And I think, to give them a fair shake, and a lot of people are, raising a lot of questions, as they always do. I think to give the coach a fair shake, you got to see what it looks like when you have your full complement of players.
Could you expand on that a little bit?
No.
I've always said, Eric, you, me, Greg Papa, and Sean Salisbury do a podcast together.
I would love to do that. I've never worked with Sean. I've talked to Greg many times, and
he's the best.
He's fantastic. I ran in. What was really nice for me the first time I really met him face to face, we had talked a couple of times, but when we were playing the Warriors one year in the playoffs, I just happened to run into Greg in San Francisco, and he was very complimentary, knew my background of being a kid from the Bay Area, so that impressed me. And then when I've gone on his show, he's always very complimentary. So, yeah, I would love to, but that would require you actually picking up the telephone and making a call to me, which only happens apparently on game day.
That's not true. And we're almost out of time, but I literally have 5 things for you. So I want to do lightning round because most of them aren't.
I'll shut up.
No, it's not. It's called an expansive answer. And you do a wonderful job at that. Here's number 1. Thank you. I even wrote a list down. Thank you. This is a true story. I called Eric during the break, and what were you doing? You're making a playlist?
So my son's in a baseball strength workout for his team because he's homeschooled. So they get the facility during the day that we train at. So he's in there lifting weights, and the GM had like a regular pop rock thing. I'm like, kidding me. I don't want to listen to that. So
can you give us an example of a song we'd know that's on there?
I was putting in a lot of Metallica, a lot of AC/DC, stuff like that. That'll get you going. And the strength guy who could bench press a car and is fantastic with young athletes says, "Hey, turn it up." And I'm like, all right, let the boss yell at me. I'll take care of it.
All right, so that's 2 of them. Number 3, I know you've been around. When you mentioned his name, I got a funny thought in my head. Approximately what part of the body do you come up to on Zach Edey? Because I know you've been around him.
Hip? Not very high. Not very high. He's a massive human being, but also a heart of gold. The nicest gesture ever in my 31 years of doing college and professional radio for Davis, and now here for the Grizzlies, and before in Sacramento. Zach Edey, when we landed in Toronto the night of Game 7 on the plane, made arrangements for anybody on the plane that wanted to go to the game to go. Now, the players and coaches and all the people that accepted sat a little lower than the broadcast team. I did not care. I got to go to Game 7, and it was phenomenal, and the fans were great, and that was all out of the goodness of Zach's heart. And he's a good guy. He's real quiet, but once he kind of trusts you a little bit and knows that you're part of the group, he's a very good dude. So I will forever be grateful to that young man for providing an experience for all of us that we'll never forget. There were 7 of us from the broadcast crew that went. We all sat together and had a blast. We were kind of, and no offense to Dodger fans, we were pulling for the Blue Jays to win because it would have been a heck of a night in Toronto that night. And I did sit next to 2 Dodger fans, which was really cool. And I was shocked. In New York, those fans would have probably been limping out of the stadium, but the Toronto fans all congratulated them and said what a great game it was.
All right, and then my last. Oh, I was going to ask you a question about Cedric Coward because you mentioned him too, but it's really stupid. But when you come across, this is just me talking. I feel like Cedric Coward you would not want to fight him because that is an unfortunate last name to grow up with, and I'll bet you he has been in so many fights. He's probably the sweetest guy in the world, but you got to think grade school, junior high, your last name's Coward. You're probably throwing hands.
I would imagine. I haven't asked him that question. Yeah. Being from Fresno, he probably was bigger than a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
He's a legit 6'5" with strength, but I wouldn't tally with him because he's also got a wingspan that you're not going to get anywhere close to the young man. But he's very polished, very down to earth, very good kid. And I say kid, he's a grown man now, but to a 53-year-old, a 22, 23-year-old's a kid. And he gets it, and he knows what it takes to be there. So but I'm not scrapping. You got to remember, we had we had the one team in the league for a few years that you did not want to street fight with when we had Zach Randolph, Tony Allen, James Johnson, and all these guys are like, forget about that. You don't want to mess with those dudes.
Wow, 53.
Hey.
No, I'm just saying. It's not. I'm not saying he's old. I'm just saying I remember when he was 20-something.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right. Finally, with Jason Ross sitting across from me, obviously we have to ask this question because Jason Ross is the voice of the Sac State Hornets. You're the former voice of the UC Davis Aggies. It's a tough week for the two of you in your relationship, but
it's just the fact that he went to Sacramento State, to do it to take a paycheck has always been one of those things with Ross. I give him grief about. Wow. But you go, no, I kid, because you go where you can work. It's kind of the way the business goes, and like I always say, I wouldn't be in this spot without Jason Ross. He allowed me to jump on KDVS with that crew, and when he was a sports director, and then Scott Marsh was the sports director, and then I was a sports director, and to think about that, it's fun. So yeah, this week's we put it down. I would venture a guess for Jason. Yes, he's very pro Hornet, as he should be, but deep down there's still that little bit of Aggie pride in there that at the end of the day he's like, okay, I'm okay if they won.
He's holding up while you said that. I don't know what he's doing. Is that a gang? He's holding up a pinky.
It's a stinger.
Oh, he was holding up the stinger while you were talking, Eric.
Oh, I thought he was giving me the middle finger.
No, never.
I thought I was driving around in Memphis again, where that's apparently the way everybody greets each other here. The one finger salute.
Always the response of a good family member. He's on in a moment's notice, and we appreciate that. Bad luck tonight. We need the win too, but
I understand.
Have fun with your playlist. And always
it's already done. It's done. Okay. It's done now. Now I'm on the game prep, the important stuff. But I'll see you guys in like a week.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
We'll be there in a week, and in a state where the Grizzlies haven't won a game, and feels like since I left.
Hey, it'd be nice to see you. Be nice to come up and see you. It's kind of a tradition every time Eric comes to go see him, say hello. That'd be nice.
Oh, I'll see him. Will you see him?
Usually
you'd have to get out to a game.
Yeah.
See, there's the rub.
I haven't been to a game yet this year.
You're right. Maybe
that's the one.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can see Eric. Give him a big old hug.
I'll kiss him on the mouth.
Wow.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care.
Settle down, guy.
All right. See you, buddy. Love you. Talk to you
soon.
Eric.
Love you guys. See you later.
Bye.
Eric Hasseltine joining us.
On the mouth.
I wanted to surprise you.
Yeah,
it's always nice.
I was nervous the way you started. I'm like, hey, he's on the air. I thought he was going to.
I know you were like, honestly,
had the panic meter.
You were serious, Jason.
I was.
You're like, hey, he's on.
You're on the air, Eric.
I think you were being friend and also play-by-play colleague.
Yeah.
And your defense met, your safety met. Hey, you're on the air, buddy. And not
because usually you say that and you didn't. So I should have picked up on that, but I didn't. And
That's
I was
not your fault.
Uh-oh, danger.
You did the right thing. All right. Besides, it's not like I haven't.
Jeez.
It's not like I haven't called people before on the air and had them, not knowing they come on and they swear and then go on to, coach teams or anything. So we'll take a break. When we come back, what's on deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing, including a Kings game tonight, an NFL game tonight. Make whatever you're going to eat tonight. Get them energy levels up because you got a lot of sports to talk about. Just like you got a lot of things that might be going on in the world of heating, air conditioning, and sewage. Hi, Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Home Pros. Not just heating and cooling and HVAC stuff anymore. Nope, not at all. Not at all. Now they're doing plumbing. And they're the same amazing experts that they are with your HVAC. Been around since 1981. Greater Sacramento area is where they serve. These are great folks, and they want to be your second opinion partner, not just on HVAC now, but also on your plumbing. So let's say you made a call yesterday, a couple days ago, and somebody came out and was like, yeah, it's going to be hundreds of dollars to, whatever. Call American Energy right now. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll do two things. Number one, they'll also diagnose the issue. Wouldn't it be nice to confirm that the problem you were told you have is, in fact, an actual problem? And then they'll give you a price. And you know what? They're almost certainly going to beat the price you already have. Why not save money? Why not support a local company? 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990. AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, make the uncomfortable comfortable. We'll take a break. What's on deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing Decks.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Future Ford.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. For your Thursday, plan for a wet morning commute. We will expect the steadiest rain to move through early morning, and then into the midday and afternoon, we'll see occasional showers. Temperatures today cool with highs in the upper 50s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
It's the Black Friday Sell-a-thon at your Future Ford dealers. Get unbelievable pricing on F-150, Bronco, Explorer, Mach-E, and more. The best Ford is the Future Ford. So hurry to Future Ford Lincoln in the Roseville Auto Mall and Future Ford of Sacramento at I-80 in Madison.
When I asked Scott Lucky if his last name had anything to do with his success in the trucking industry, he laughed and said, "Well, Mike, I guess you could say I've always been lucky." But when I asked him how he and his family grew Lucky Distribution Services into the company it is today, he didn't talk about luck at all. "We work hard," he said. "We keep a close eye on the bottom line, and we treat our people the right way." In other words, Scott Lucky makes his own luck, which is precisely why he switched to Pure Talk Business. "Last month, I paid the big guys $740 for 12 lines," he told me. "This month, I paid Pure Talk $420 for the exact same service." Thousands of businesses all over the country are saving real money by switching to America's most dependable 5G network, and luck has nothing to do with it. Just dial pound 250 and say micro. That's pound 250 micro to switch to a wireless company that works as hard as you do. Pure Talk.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your priceless vinyl collection. Sure, you sleep on a futon because the money most people would have spent on a bed you spent on more records. But forget the fact that you can stream just about any song ever created for a few dollars a month. No, you need to listen to music in the most difficult way possible. So go ahead and get Progressive so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder, thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration.
Thunder.
The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder. Feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Black Friday savings start now. Get your best deal through the end of the month at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
With Black Friday savings during Happy Honda Days, own or lease your new Honda Accord or Civic today. Your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda. Visit us at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
Around here, Maverick is more than a name. It's who we are. My dad climbed power poles for a living, and he taught me to keep homes running when it gets cold. This November, donate 5 canned foods to our holiday food drive and choose a furnace tune-up or an electrical safety check. We'll collect your cans at the appointment and keep your heat comfy and your lights steady. So the only thing whistling is the kettle, not your ductwork. Visit callamaverick.com. Limited November appointments. Some restrictions may apply.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
We ran out of music.
What?
Yeah.
Why? Because of Eric.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's a king raisin.
So I brought in this.
I just got into it finally.
This trail mix, and Chris and I both agree on this. Like, I don't mind raisins being in. It's fine.
No.
Provides a little natural sweetness. But every once in a while, you get this giant raisin, which I'm going to put in front of where Alan's going to sit. And it's just too much raisin.
Yeah.
Does anybody do that anymore? You remember in school, you'd have that little red box of individual sun-kissed raisins or whatever it was?
Sun-kissed? Sun-made?
Sun-made. Yeah. With that lady on the front.
Yeah.
My mom had always put a box of raisins in. And the thing, and she knew what she was.
And in that box, there's like 4, isn't there?
Yeah, and they're all squished together.
Did you get on your mom? This is untradeable. This is an untradeable item.
Yeah. Well, my lunches sucked. So my mom was a nurse, and so she was always like, okay, you're going to have like a full, like, I'd have like a turkey sandwich. That's fine. Mm-hmm. Like, there'd be a Ziploc bag of carrot sticks and celery sticks.
Okay.
And then like a box of raisins for dessert.
Hey, Mom, where the hell are the Gushers?
Right, and none of that.
A fruit with a foot, something.
Kix was our sugar cereal that we get every once in a while because of that stupid surface area, slightly sweetness.
Why was their bag different from all the other cereal bags too? It's like almost like a foil.
Kix?
Yeah.
I don't remember Kix having a foil bag.
I thought,
or is it
Sugar Smacks or honey
yeah,
Smacks.
that
One
sounds
maybe
right.
Crisp.
That's right.
Sugar Crisp. Honey Crisp.
Yeah,
Honey Crisp.
that sounds with the stupid frog.
The frog is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Also, what the hell is honeycomb? Anyone do honeycomb?
Yes.
Really?
Honeycomb's good.
Underrated. Didn't you have that in the last?
I did in a snack mix I brought in recently, Dave. You had honeycomb.
Oh, I liked it in there.
Exactly.
Do people eat it as actual cereal?
Yeah.
What's the? Oh yeah, it's crackling oat bran that'll just jack your mouth up. Ugh.
Captain Crunch.
That and Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. Also, I'll have grape nuts if it's there, but like you got to eat. It's like a grape.
You lost a bet.
Grape nuts are the In-N-Out fries of cereal. You have to eat them right away, or it turns into like porridge. It's not
when all the milk collects. And
exactly. It just soaks up, and now it's a grape ball as opposed to a grape nut.
But the goat is still CTC.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah. It's really good.
I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I really do. I'm not here to.
It's the LeBron James. Been there forever.
I'm not here to besmirch
quality.
But I will say sometimes it's a little too much for me. You know what I'm saying?
Like I'm having cereal once every 3 months.
Oh no, I have cereal about 3-4 times a week. My son and I are cereal hounds. And our go-tos, we'll throw in we have 3 of them Tupperware boxes for cereals in the cabinet. One always has Honey Nut Cheerios. One always has honey bunches of almonds or whatever the hell that what I'm talking about. Oats. Yeah. That one's good. And then we always have a wild card. So that's the one that I'll have for dessert, Crave, I think is what it's called, with the chocolate filling.
Ooh, I've never had that.
Oh, it's got
I've seen that.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Or sometimes Reese's Puffs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sugary.
Oh,
you're making up for lost time.
This for dessert. Oh, I am.
I remember, I don't know, cereals here, just grew up on it, and then still through college, through, late 20, when will I'll always eat cereal. I don't eat cereal anymore.
Really?
Yeah. I thought I would always... Till I was till the end of time for me.
Same.
I just keep eating cereal. I don't know. I don't eat cereal anymore.
Shout out to cereal.
Yeah.
It is just you can do breakfast, lunch, or dessert.
Yeah.
It's so diverse. I always keep a thing. I want them honey bears because depending on honey bunches of oats, I give it a little extra honey kick. It's just like that. And shout out Top Ramen / Cup of Noodles.
I haven't had that in a long time, but that's always good.
Always staples around the house. Lots of sodium, but
yeah.
I'll scramble an egg. I'll put some Top Ramen in.
Doll it up.
Oh, I absolutely do. And then I'll drizzle the egg when it starts boiling to kind of make egg drop, whatever soup. Yeah. Maybe a couple of jalapenos in there. Okay. Or I'll take a pinch of black pepper at the bottom of the bowl to get it nice and pepper. A little spice.
Spice is nice.
Spice is nice. That's where the people on Reddit kill me. Somebody asked me earlier, and I'm offended by this. Dave, do you put raisins in your potato salad? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I do dress my potato salad. I mix the dressing separately, the mayo, a little bit of mustard, spices and all that. And then I drizzle it onto the warm potatoes. And then I toss it. It's like that. Dressing your potato salad warm is the letting your meat rest of the barbecue world. Like, you have to let the meat rest. You have to dress it warm. You do, because it soaks into those potato pores, and then you have a very flavorful potato. Also, salt the water when you boil the potatoes, Jason.
What's your ratio of potato to egg?
I would say probably, generally, I make a big batch, so I generally will make, I can figure that out, 4-to-1. Because I'll usually use 16 regular-sized russets if I'm doing normal potato salad. Yukon Gold's probably the best. Red potatoes are great, too. But if I have a bag of russets left over, so I'll do like 16 medium russet potatoes, and I'll do 4 hard-boiled eggs.
2-to-1.
Huh?
We're 2-to-1.
2-to-1.
That sounds better.
Really eggy. And 2-to-1. Wow.
So we'd have 8 eggs.
Yeah.
16 potatoes.
That's a lot. I mean, I'm not saying that's bad at all, but that's almost, that's like a potato-egg hybrid salad. And it's not a secret ingredient, but big pinch of celery salt, big pinch of the red capped Pappy's rub in there. It gives a little bit of seasoning salt in there too. Okay. Yeah. Grizzlies host the Kings tonight. That's at 5 p.m. right here on Sactown Sports. Clippers at the Magic. Hawks at Spurs. This is the Castleless, Wemby-less. Now that Fox trade's really looking good for them just for now. I mean, gosh.
I think he's back.
Yeah, and Harper, I think, might also still be out too. I'm not sure.
Harry Barnes is still scoring like 20 a game now.
I know. That was a whole thing making the rounds that Barnes and Fox are like carrying the Spurs. Like, oh.
Everybody wanted Barnes out of here.
What if they get a San Antonio beam?
I don't think that's happening.
It would have to be bigger. Because everything's bigger in Texas.
Good point.
Yeah. And Bills at Texans. Week 11.
Week 12.
That too. That's even worse.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I'm getting a lot of requests for this. We have a minute left. Dealing with my volume here. Let me find the guy's name again. But we'll give it a play. This is what the hell is his name?
Gavin.
Gavin Crutcher with Light the Beam on Sactown Sports.
I grew up in the purple glow, Arco Thunder in my bones. Back when 2002 felt like a promise carved in stone. Baby shot, baddest tap, Christy clapping right on back. We were one cause and glory, man. We still talk about that. The years rolled on and the whole brand there. New coach in, new coach out again. And every draft night felt like spinning some cursed wheel. So we light the beam. Jerseys from a dozen years of players who just disappeared. Trust the plan, they always say, but the plan is never clear. We hype trades that fall apart. Watch our stars be broken hearted. Man, sometimes being loyal feels like tearing out your heart. But the city still believes somehow. From Duco buzz to the final buzz of sound. Even when the standards tell us who we really are, still we light the beam just to feel something.
All right, we'll take a break.
Banger.
Yeah, I think it is. We got to do a music video. We'll find a way to get this to you. Crosstalk with Alan next. Celebrity birthdays. Coming up next, Sactown Sports.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options. Heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's Trex.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
Get Black Friday savings during the Happy Honda Days excitement going on now at Stockton Honda, Northern California's best Honda dealer. You'll score big with low payments, top trade-in value, and a huge selection of new Hondas. Don't wait. The clock is ticking at StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
You've got a big day, so you use Unstoppable scent boosters to give your laundry non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Your clothes will be so fresh you can confidently strut into that end of the day meeting like a
bosses. Let's talk business in my office.
Add new Unstoppables beads to your wash for 24-hour non-stop freshness so you can smell unstoppable.
Hey, nice job, Pete. I like those clean lines. Fellas, do we have anyone that can get to Greenport today?
At Corey's Landscaping, the staffing plan is in the weeds.
Anthony, we need that leaf blower over here. 3 more new customer requests just came in. Who wants to work some overtime?
He needs to dig up quality landscapers and fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Get more value for your money with the new owners at Elk Grove Chevrolet. Right now, supplier pricing is available to everyone, making it easier than ever to drive home in your dream car. Check out the amazing Black Friday specials online, like $5,000 off on the 2025 Colorado. Choose from a wide selection of new and used Chevrolets, plus flexible financing and expert maintenance. Visit them today and experience the difference. MyElkGroveChevrolet.com, where savings and service come standard.
Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room with primetime football. It's back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game in high-hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game. Offering the best food, best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region and conveniently located at 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Guys, tired all the time, gaining weight, low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Aha! Coming up, have you played that? Alan also got a song. I think we should just do like a whole, because I think there's at least now like 4 or 5 bean-related songs out there. And including the one Alan has that I'd never heard. We should just run through. Eventually becoming a music station that does nothing but play Sacramento Kings beam songs.
That's right.
I mean, look, man, if you can't win on the floor, let's win off the floor.
So did this thing get debunked or whatever? Kyle just came in and said the song was actually AI?
I think it is. Yeah, the guy was open about it. Now, I don't know. I don't know if it's AI assisted and that's his voice, or if the whole thing's AI. I don't care if it's AI or Allen Iverson or whatever. It slaps. Of course, there's going to be that one guy out there who's like, you can't use AI. It's taking away artistry. I had a big argument about that with somebody. Yeah, I don't care where it comes from. AI's here. Get rid of it. Get over it.
I don't know. Music.
Whatever. Who cares? Why do I care if it's an AI song or a
Well, if it's a love, I don't know, man. If it's a love song, I like maybe it's a facade, but I like the idea of someone singing about something. And if it's AI, someone singing about, like Taylor Swift. I mean, half of her stuff is reminders of her real relationships.
But what if I'm using AI and I'm putting the lyrics in and what is the difference between using AI and putting in, constructing it all and giving the directions and somebody, you plug in a guitar, you plug in synthesizers, like we're just advancing. Like basically the only thing is
but I'm talking about the actual singing and lyricism.
Who cares?
Yeah, I don't
trying
like
and failing. Trying and failing.
You like it? So what? I'm not gonna like a song more because they failed 40 times.
I don't know, man.
I just want it now. Give it to me now.
If I like it, I like it.
You do like music though, and I feel like if you, I don't know. I feel like Dave 20 years ago would probably very much against this.
My thing is this. I don't care if it's Metallica, Soundgarden, Justin Bieber, Nickelback, Coldplay, or what's the one song I like by the Harry Styles band?
One Direction.
One Direction. Story of My Life. Right. I love that song. I don't care if I like the song. I like the song. So if here's the future. 20 years from now, let's say 90% of all music is AI. Well, hey. If it's not as good as the artist-driven music, then I'll like the artist-driven music more. If the AI is better, I'm going to like the AI more.
Yeah, but then you're going to have a generation of artists not being able to get their stuff out there.
Or you're going to have a new generation of artists that use AI to create the art.
AI doesn't create art.
This is you're not going to always have a calculator in your pocket argument of 2025.
I don't think so.
It's just advanced.
AI takes from art to create a type of their art.
So what about
when there is no more art to make?
What about Depeche Mode in the 80s, which was 95% synthesized? Somebody's got to put that together, but it's synthesizers. It's all synthesized music.
That is a lot different than saying, hey, make a country song about the Kings.
That's different, Dave. To me,
you're still captain.
Let's say this.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you are.
Let's say this. The Jackson 5. Nobody can deny that the Jackson 5, well, somebody could, but the Jackson 5 were incredible, right? For what they did, who they were at that age.
Yes.
They had really good music, but also it was awesome watching a 10-year-old do what Michael Jackson was doing at that age.
Yes.
If that was AI, it probably could sound as good, but it would not be the same at all.
Why couldn't the 10-year-old do the dancing AI people in the video? I'm asking you.
What are you even saying?
What are you getting at?
I thought what you were just saying. He said it was nice to watch a 10-year-old mimicking Michael Jackson in the Jackson 5. And I'm saying, okay, well, if you have computer...
No, he's saying Michael Jackson as the 10-year-old in the Jackson 5. Right?
I'm saying that as much as we like the Jackson 5 music, there is something that we were all connected to watching them do it at that age. If you just plugged in, hey, I want five 10-year-olds, right?
Yeah.
To sing and sound like Michael Jackson. It might sound like them, but it would not hit the same. And you're saying that it would.
And I'm asking why not.
Because you're connected to the actual person. Yes, you do.
I've never met him. I don't have any connection.
Yes, you do.
Michael Jackson is as real to me.
That's not true.
As AI Fred.
No.
I've met them both the exact same amount of time.
You're watching them do interviews. Oh my goodness, this is crazy.
Although you could.
Okay.
No, I said no. I'm agreeing with that.
I'm saying you watched the Jackson 5 do interviews.
Yes.
You've seen the biographies on them. It's different.
Yeah, Jason Ross.
Your love for Sam Presti. You don't know the guy. Presti. So if we made AI Sam Presti, are you not? You don't have a different connection between Sam Presti and AI?
Do you think it's a great question? Do you think in any universe if AI Sam Presti ran the Sacramento Kings and we were winning championships, do you think there's any part of me that would be like, we won a title, but our GM is AI?
Yeah,
Hell
Dave
no.
would
Parade
love
I don't think so, but
AI
I think
Sam
no,
Presti
no.
more than Sam Presti.
You what?
You would like AI Sam Presti more than Sam Presti, even if AI Sam Presti was on a different team.
I mean, look, I'm just saying, I want the results. It kind of, Jason's question actually goes to the core of what I'm saying. If I like the results, I don't really care how they were made or where they came from, except in situations where like people were murdered and tortured and stuff.
My only argument is you're saying this now, but you already have all these memories of artists that you do have connections to. So it's easy for you to say it now. To the whoever, 10, 15, 20-year-old that does not have that, they will not have that in your AI world. It's easy for you to say that because you already have all those memories ingrained in your
I hear you, and I'll get to you in a second, but I will say this. Having also worked in rock radio and met some of these people, if you told me right now, though, if there was like a big scandal and it came out that my favorite genre of music growing up was the grunge era, and that Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, and 5 other bands, if it was like, oh my God, they all artificially constructed their music, it was all AI, I'm not going to like it any less. I didn't watch these people grow up. I didn't live next door to them. I don't care. It's all a construct anyways. I'm watching them on MTV.
But they're not real.
Don't care. The music's real.
Okay.
I can hear it.
All right.
I can dance to it. I can do air guitar to it.
Sure.
I don't need to hug them. I don't need to say goodnight, Lane Staley. Good night, Dave.
I don't know that I buy your stance, but that is your stance, and you're sticking to it.
Yeah, he's the wad of the day today.
I'm not one of them. I'm just saying.
How much do you enjoy cooking, Dave?
Love cooking. But you know what? If I could go home and I could say, hey, computer, make me some sloppy joes, and the sloppy joes are as good as my sloppy joes, and then I say, hey, computer, go do the dishes.
I like
don't
that
care.
One. And then your kids say, hey, try the sloppy joe. Yeah. I don't want a sloppy joe. I want a pizza.
Right. We know you got
I don't care what you like, Dad.
We know you got a crusty recipe somewhere from your family, and there'd be no crusty recipe.
I'd upload it in AI.
No. You wouldn't have it.
No, we gotta call.
We gotta go.
Caller.
Oh.
Hello? Okay, he hung up. Celebrity birthdays are brought to you by Crumble Cookies.
Yeah. Is AI calling to take your job, Dave?
Why don't you create a morning show with AI using sports highlights and random facts? Do you like it now? Absolutely. If that show is better than mine, I'm out of a job. I better adjust. Look, you can do one of two things. You can either sit there and go, cool, you're going to get crushed. Or you can adapt and you can go.
But I'm not doing that.
I think we're in a bubble.
I'm not doing that.
Out of the tube, baby.
I think we're in a bubble.
All right, well, that's what they said in the 70s about drums or something.
You're generalizing.
I forgot about when drums got invented in the 70s.
Celebrity birthday is brought to you by Crumble Cookies, Jason Ross.
All right, on this date, in what year, I know Chris will get this, so maybe I ask you guys, Home Alone 2 came out on this date. In what year?
Chris?
It's one of 2 years. I'm going to say 1992.
Oh, that is not.
I'm going to say 91.
Not where I was going, so I'll just go the highest out of those two. 93.
All right, we have a correct answer. It goes to Christopher Laud, 1992. He doesn't like this movie, so maybe there's a chance for you guys, The Blind Side.
Well, he didn't like it.
He didn't. I did.
The guy, no, but the guy did.
You're right.
2004.
I've seen some clips. I don't know how it translates. When she rolls up.
It's not. It didn't translate then.
What did you say, Dave?
2004.
I think Dave got it, actually.
I think so.
I'm going to say 05.
I'll say 06.
All right, Chris is closer. 2009.
Whoa.
Yeah, happy birthday today to Tarek Skubal.
30?
Yeah, I feel like every good pitcher is 30.
Yeah.
30.
Sounds right.
29.
We have a correct answer. It goes to Christopher Laud, 29. Happy birthday, Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. 82.
83.
82.
I think
we have a
you're
correct
right.
answer,
I
and
think
it's Alan Stiles.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Carlos Boozer.
Twins.
47.
This is when he had the hair thing? Is that what year we're guessing?
Yeah. No, he's got to be older than that, right?
Yeah. No? Maybe.
52.
49.
Dave's closest, 44.
Wow, look at me. All right, coming up on the Alan Stiles program. AI.
A lot.
What?
Is it taking
The
us?
Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter right to your email. Get your